Hey, Janet. Sorry, I'm running late. I'm running late. Putting that last coat of polish on here. Whoa. How you doing? How was your weekend? Got a couple happy mails to show. One, you're going to be Jello, Janet. God, I got a happy mail. Well, you may have one. I don't know. Okay, let's see. I'm kind of zoomed out. Maybe if well, let me just move the camera over a little till I get going because I don't know what we're going to need. I just have this white paper on here that I've been using behind everything. Okay. All right. Can you hear me? Oh, there's everybody. Angie, CK, April, Dawn. So who's messaging me? Okay, it's family text. Let's move that out of the way. Hey, get a sip of lemon water. I don't know. Maybe I need to change the color, the white balance. Y'all tell me. Let's see. Well, I got the white. It's so hard to tell because I got the white. Is that better? No, it's better the other way with this. I think it's better that way. Let's see. White balance. Let's see if I can play with it. How's that look? Does it look focused? Maybe I need to refocus. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Scrap Girl, Kalora, Jill, I said hi to Angie, Dawn. My first time at Keisha. Oh, that was fun, wasn't it, Jill? I didn't stay all night. Sue, hi, Marsh. Oh, Marsh, wait. Well, we're gonna be doing art journaling today, so you probably don't need it. But I did get something from. I know Marsh is sending me one too. But here's Frank's. So anytime I pull out some Barbies or fabrics, bam! I can throw out some man cards. And Marsh, I should probably get Marsha soon too. So Marsh and Frank sent me some man cards. I got another one from Frank too, but I want to save them. I want to show them as I. I know. I have another one too. You've already seen it, Marsh, but I want to kind of show them as I go. Well, I'll go ahead and show it. All right, I'll throw out another man card. Bam! It's a Conan, I think. Yeah, I think it's a Conan. Samson. It's Samson. So, oh my gosh. Hi, Rachel. So, thank you, Frank. I'm going to keep my man cards handy right up here with my Mandalorian. Oh, sorry. My eyes are watering now. I got tickled. And then I got one of Frank's business cards too. Tarocco Creative. Let's see. Yeah, so there we go. I'll put that in my other. And then I got, I'll wait a second. Because I got to unpack all this. I got one more happy mail. If I see her come in, I didn't get her address last week, so it didn't get mailed. But so how's that look, guys? That look focused to you? I don't know. We're gonna work in this. We're gonna work in these art journals because I haven't worked them in a while, and I need to paint them. I need to paint them out. So we're gonna work in these, and I will zoom in. Oh, that looks crisper. I think it's the white paper that throws everything off. I don't know if I should move the white paper, but I like the white paper to clean my brush and whatever when I'm painting. Let's see. I said good morning to Rachel. Okay, good. Thank you, Frank. I mean, thank you, Marsh. I was thinking of Frank's cards. Let's see. Let's see. Who else? Maseki, Ashley. Good to see you, Ashley. There's my little Snapdragon, Pacola. Hope you're doing well, Pacola. Hope you had a good weekend. No, is this It is my camera? Is it focused? Oh, it's your eyes. Okay. Well, Rachel, in case you weren't here a minute ago, there's my ASMR moment for you. Rachel's quite the gadabout lately. If y'all don't follow her on Facebook, she's quite the gadabout. Let's see. Jana, Missy, Chris. Oh, I said hi, CK. Who else? Hi, sister. Afro Sensible sister. Sister, I have a, I don't really want to show it yet, but I have you in a pose coming up in a Barbie photography. I have to throw down a man card anytime I say something about Barbie for the guys here. I don't have to, but it's fun. So anyway, sister, I got a pose coming, but I have to finish. I'll show you what I'm doing. Well, maybe I should throw out the man card. So sister, I'm working on something here. I'm working on a cozy little Afghan. And sister knows what I'm talking about. I have one of my dolls is her. One of my dolls is named after her. Hi, Tina. Hi, Tina. Thank you for saying good morning to everybody. Who else am I missing? Deb E. I said hi to Angie. You didn't see he was laughing at my rope rug that I named after Barbie. No, I didn't see that. Yeah, that was probably at 4:00 in the morning, Angie. Sorry, I missed those. Yeah, Keisha streamed like 15, 16 hours. What was it? Do you remember, Angie? I did not stay awake all night long. I wouldn't function for 2 days after that if I stayed up all night long. I just can't do it. Let's see. Who else? Crafting with Kristen. So that would have been a very young me. Well, no. You want me to tell you what you'll be doing? I have you cozied up in an Afghan reading. You're going to be in a cozy corner reading. That's all I'll say. Because I have another thing I'm doing too with the fall thing. So yeah. You like all the blues and greens? Yeah, I started painting some of these. Let me go ahead and zoom in. Well, yeah, I'll go ahead and zoom in one. And let's refocus. Autofocus. There we go. There we go. Because we're going to be working this close. She went around 5:30 in the morning. Yeah. Hi, that's how you scrap girl. Who else am I missing? Who else? I think I've said hi to everybody. Oh, hang on. I gotta go get something in the other room. Okay, I'm back. And then I forgot my other sketchbook. Oh well, if I need it, I'll go back and get it. Let's see. Yes, there are. Yes, there are, Rachel. But I got 2 costumes I have to make. But I don't want to tell y'all because I like to surprise y'all. Let me turn my monitor just a tad. Okay. You did not use spell check with your title. Oh, what did I say? I don't even know what's my title. I can't see it now. Do I need to go back and fix it? I mean, I'll fix it when I'm done. I always go through and adjust things and fix things. Oh, I see what it is. There's a light's not on here. I don't know what I spelled art journal wrong. Did I spell art journal wrong? There we go. Let's turn this light a little bit. All right, I think we're good now. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see the title here. Oh, I do see it. Our journals. Okay, well, that'll get people in. Thanks, sister. I will change it. I got glare. Why do I? Good grief. Let's try the overhead. I think it's the white paper. The white paper's throwing me off. But there we go. All right. Hi, Linda. Let's see. B. Now we got clouds floating through. We got clouds. Okay, let me show you what I got here. Oh, well, let's see. I don't think she's here. I don't see the other Debbie. So if she came in, I want to show you what she sent me. I'll wait a few minutes and see if she comes in. I will wait a few minutes and see if she comes in. What else do I have back here? I haven't read this yet. Hubster pulled this out of the paper for me. This is close to where I live. So how zombies transformed Sanoa. And so anyway, I have to read this. He used to get the paper every day, right? He used to get the paper every day. And then they said, oh, we're only going to go digital, except on Sundays. So he only gets a Sunday paper now. And he's always taking the paper. He misses the paper. He likes holding an actual paper. So now he only gets them on Sunday. So anyway, he pulled this one for me out of the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. So, but anyway, it's about Sanoa and it's about Walking Dead. So, so there we go. I got to, if y'all don't know, Daryl, Daryl on Walking Dead, he has a restaurant. So he has a restaurant down in I think it's Nick and Norman's, I think is what it's called. Nick and Norman's. So anyway, let's see. Christine. Hi, Aunt Beck. Hope you're on the recouping, Aunt Beck. All right, maybe you're going to have to move back. You're trying to creep up toward my, she creeps up toward my keyboard. Let's see. What else? So if y'all are new here, my name's Dee Dee. I stream every Monday and Wednesday, 8:30 a.m. Eastern. And I usually spend a few minutes saying good morning to everybody and moving my cat out of the way. One of them. Oliver doesn't come up here too much. It's usually Malibu. This is Malibu. And yes, she's named after Malibu Barbie by Boo, Samantha. What happened was Denise rescued these two cats. Denise rescued Malibu and Oliver. Samantha named her Malibu after a Barbie. And so I think that's about 5 years ago now. All right, baby, come on, you're going to have to get down. And so as soon as she rescued them, Hubster goes, they're going to be our cats. They're going to be our cats in 6 months. And sure enough, Denise goes, I can't, there's nobody home. Everyone's at school. Everyone's at work. There's no one here. They're kittens at the time. And so, Hubster goes, see, told you. I said, well, you get them fixed and then we'll take them. So we did. So we have them both now, but she did rescue them. Your cats are rescues too, Tina? They're brother and sister. So they were, as we like to say, they were in the womb together. Okay, so what we're going to do today, and again, if Debbie comes in, I want to show what she sent me. If she doesn't come in, I'll show it anyway, but I'm hoping she comes in so I can show it with her here. Hang on, I got another missing person. I need an address. So if Susie Girl comes in, Susie Girl, I need her address so I can send to her what she won last week. I thought I had Susie Girl's address, but I don't. So I need her address to send it out. Okay, so let's see. I know. Oliver does. You could tell that. I mean, when she was here, when Denise was here, Oliver was like up all in her business the whole time she was here. She loves Denise. She might remember her as that was my first mama. Hi, Barbara. Chicken Pot Pie Society. Let's see. So I'm going to work in, at least I'm going to start in this one. I got more than one. This one's not quite as far along. This one just got more collage stuff. This is how they start. Maybe I should show this one first. And I know y'all saw these. I just showed them last week. But since I'm going to work in it, I guess I'll go ahead and show it. And so, yeah. But if Debbie Bruce comes in, let me know. Let's see. Melly, hi. How are you? Janet streams. There's Janet there. She streams at 1. So Eastern. So I don't know what she's going to do. Oh, sorry. I clicked on Tina. Where are you, Janet? There you are. The chat moves so fast. By the time I click, it's already moved. So I don't know what Janet plans on doing today. Maybe she'll talk Zentangles because I think she's going to do Zentangles. I did work. Oh my gosh, I got so many ideas for my Inktober. I worked a lot over the weekend on my Inktober ideas. So, oh, is Debbie Bruce here? I didn't see her. Debbie Bruce, are you here? Because I want to show your happy mail if you are. So I worked on my Inktober ideas over the weekend. Hi, Kathy C. I don't know what Jana plans on doing today either. Hi, Carol. Magical Touch Carol. Well, I don't see Debbie Bruce, so if she's here, I'll wait and see here in a minute. I'll flip through this one real quick. This one is not got as, it's got a couple things done in it, but it's not as finished as, I don't know. Does it look flashed out? Debbie Bruce is here. Well, I'm looking for her. Oh, there she is. Okay. Well, Debbie Bruce, I'm going to take a minute and I'm going to show my happy mail from Debbie. Came wrapped up really nice. Came wrapped up all nice. And I love the card. I got to say, I love this card, Debbie. So she says, this is a small token for all the inspiration you give me. But look at this card. Wait for it. Wait for it. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? That's just beautiful. So thank you, Debbie. I love the card. And then she sent me some leaf trim, which I use this a lot in my prayer pouches and prayer scrolls. And then let me move the paper and the envelope and the bow, pretty bow, which y'all can use that too. Y'all know I got plenty of things to. Okay, so it came in 2 parts, Janet. I say Janet because Janet and I love our pins. So I already put it together, and I've never seen one like this. I've never seen a pin like this before. Let me show these. It's from Japan. It's from Japan. Kakimori. And I've never seen a pin like this. It has a metal. Okay, so it came in 2 parts. It came with the holder and the nib. I'm already jealous. I know. I've never seen a nib like this. Maybe I haven't been living right, but I have never seen a nib like this. Have you ever seen a round nib like that? Have you ever seen one of those, Janet? Janet might have one, knowing Janet. Look, I got ink on me already. Not from this. I waited to use it with you guys because I have not tried it out yet, but look at that. Look at that nib. Have you ever seen one of these, Janet? Look at that nice big barrel. I love it. Thank you so much, Debbie. So we're going to test it out. We are going to test this baby out. I got to find something to dip in. It reminds me of wood burning tooltip. You haven't seen, I haven't either. I have no idea how they're going to work or whatever, but let me move everything out of the way and we're going to test it. We're going to test it out. Let me get a piece of nice paper here. Let me get some Copic. I'll get some Copic paper. Nice and soft and very slick. We'll test it out on this. Now, I don't know. Maybe that's not the best because a new pen might be a little, but anyway, we'll test it out. Okay, so let's see. What do I want to dip into? What do I want to dip into? Do I want the carbon ink? Let's go with the carbon. Let's go with the carbon ink. How about that? Holy crap, that's a gorgeous. I know, right, Christine? It's a beautiful card. All right, so let's see what we got here. No, I don't think I do want to use carbon. I think I might want to use Black Star. I'm thinking, or do I just want my waterproof ink? I'm looking. I should probably get my, yeah, let's do that. Hang on, I'm going to reach over, y'all. Look, watch out for my shirt there. I'm trying to reach over for my, my little, what do you call it? Inkwell. Let's put a little ink in the inkwell. All right, baby, you're going to have to get down. I know. All right, let's put a little ink in my inkwell here. Ah! I splatted. Hang on. Let's soak that up so we don't smear it. Let's just do that. Okay. Let me put a little ink in the inkwell. Okay. I'm afraid to snap it and it'll go. Okay. So I think it should be enough. All right. So let's see what we can do here. Let's see what we can do. All right, let's check finish chat. Hi, CB. Reader board 1 month, please. Dee is thinking. Yes, thank you, Barb. Thank you for freezing the chat while I was thinking. Oh, I haven't even seen Judy. Oh, come in. Let me go back. Where is she? Y'all have to be patient, guys. Chat rolls real fast. I look away for just a second and you're gone. So, yeah. Be patient. Let me look. I'm scrolling back. Judy, I see her saying hi to Rachel. I don't see where she asked me a question. I don't see a question. What's the question, Judy? I don't see a question. Am I all right? Is that the question? Am I all right? Oh, okay, guys. All right, let's see. What that's supposed to mean. Is that the question? Okay, so let's see what we can do here. So the nib is round with little slits in it to hold the ink. All right, that little bit of Sharpie that will not go away. Okay, thank you, Judy. All right, so let's see here. Very cool. Look at that, guys. Let's see how far I can get without re-dipping. Goofy. Okay, let's see. Weird nib. I know. It does look like a Phillips head. I've never seen one of these, but I'm assuming it's going to hold quite a bit of ink. I don't want to over ink it either. Isn't that cool? Let's see if I kind of get a thick, you can get a little bit of thick going on the side. It's very cool, Janet. It's very cool. Hi, 7. If you hold it down, it makes a fat line. Oh, hold it down? You mean like on its side? Yeah, I can make a fat line on its side. But you can't push it down. It doesn't give you any flare. It doesn't give you any pressure. I mean, you know what I mean? It's not like a nib that bends. This does not bend. It doesn't bend. I know. So I can kind of tilt it on its side like that. Isn't it cool though? It's probably takes some getting used to get it to do what I want it to do. You know, to do like something like thick and thin. Oh, there's a hair on there. Oh, there's a hair on my paper. It's a cat hair. There's a cat hair on it. I picked up a cat hair. Okay, let's see what I can do here. Okay, I've already got ink on the barrel. Janet's going to freak. Yeah, you can't really do both. It's going to take some practice. I was trying to do thick and thin, but it really doesn't. You have to do one or the other at a time, I think. But it's very cool. I love this. Let me get a baby wipe to clean off the barrel before Janet emails me or sends me a bottle of cleaner of some kind. Before Janet sends me a bottle of cleaner. Yeah, I touched the side of the thing there. Okay, there we go. She's seen my other nibs. It's not like... Oh my gosh. Yeah, imagine that. A cat hair, right, Beck? You know, we really don't have a lot of cat hairs. I brush them a lot so they don't shed. You know, every once in a while on my hardwood floors, I'll see a little fur ball, but for the most part, they're not shedders. Yeah, don't email me. So anyway, thank you so much, Debbie. That's very, very cool. I'm going to have fun with this. All right, let me rinse it out a little. I think I actually used all the ink out of it. Very, very cool. It's just so different. I've never seen one of these. Never seen one of these, Debbie. And I guess if Janet hasn't seen one, then they're really different or new. I told Scott, you need a rumba. I don't want a rumba. Are they loud? I mean, I don't know. My daughter out in LA has one. The cats attack it. Her cats just go after the Roomba. But I don't know if it has any noise to it. It would be annoying to me. So thank you so much, Debbie. I'm going to leave this out and we'll play with it some more. I sent you some of my dogs. No, don't do that. Don't do that, Carol. Actually, I did send some cat fur to Janet when somebody said that it kept, what did it keep away out of the garden? So I pulled the hair off of the brush that I brushed and I sent it to Janet. I don't know. Did that ever work, Janet? Did the cat hair ever keep whatever it was, varmints away from your garden? I love it. And I just love the card too. I love the card. You need to pop this out anytime somebody needs to have a good day. Do we need to make somebody's day? We'll have to pull this card out. It's so pretty. I'm going to leave that up here with my Mandalorian. Mando and the and the beautiful tree. And I definitely love this stuff here. The leafage. Should I make a Barbie in the Garden of Eden? No, I'm not going to do that, but we could use that. Okay, so let's see. Pretty tissue paper. I will save the tissue paper. All right. Let's see if I got everything straightened out so I can keep working here. I forgot to check with the varmints. Thank you, Tina. All right. So thank you again, Debbie. I love that. So we're going to be working in these. I've had these journals for a couple of years. They're the Arteza ones. I guess you can still get them. Haven't looked. They have this strap that closes them like this. They're not very expensive. I think you buy them at as a twofer. I think I got them as a twofer, but you can see one I've worked in more than the other. They hold up pretty well. But again, anytime you have a sewn binding like this, you want to work front to back to front to back, because it will start to warp. See how it's starting to twist right there? So this one is not as worked in. I've worked in that one the longest. I know, right, Darlene? Isn't that a cute card? And good morning, by the way, Darlene. Okay. All right. So, oh, I could set it right there. Hubster got me one of these at a HR meeting, one of these little phone holders. Where's my phone? Hold your phone. You can do it this way or this way. Little phone holder. But look, this is more what it needs to be used for. I think it's going to sit right there. All right. So I am going to flip. How's the lighting look? Is the glare? We got to, it's on white paper. Maybe I should just move the white paper. I don't know. What do y'all think? Should I move the white paper? Y'all let me know. Hi, Fernando. Let's see. I'm probably missing somebody coming in. Hi, CMP. Okay, so I'll flip through this. This one you can see I've got some more stories to some of them, but not a lot of them. This one has more stories than this one, actually. This one is more just playing than telling a story. This is the kind of collages I do that tell stories, but so there's a few things done in here. Now, this is where it starts all right, so this is what they start like. They just start with collage like this. This is what they start like. Then I start painting them out. Then I start painting a little bit more, and then a little bit more until they are more complete. Like this one's pretty complete. Hi, Posh. But they start out like this. Okay, when I start out with a blank page rather than some of my altered abandoned books, which y'all, there's playlists for those if y'all want to see them. I got tons of reverse collage in my altered abandoned books. And but this is what they start out like when they're as a blank page. I should have got out one of the other journals that has starting out with a blank page. So what I do is I might go through the book, or as I have leftovers, or I'll go through and start just right now. They're just tacked down with just a little bit of a glue stick. They're not even really glued down yet. So I'll play with images like this for a while. Hi, Darlene. Sorry, guys. Get my voice going here. So they start like this. And if you notice, I usually have a color theme. Ashley adopted. Aw, well, congratulations on the adoption, Ashley. And I'm glad you got to make it in today. This one has more of a story, so this one's done or close to done. But this is how they start out. They just start out with collage bits, and then I start painting them in, blending them in, and turning them into stories. Not all of them have a story. Some of them I just like to play with. Just depends on where it goes. So you can see where I started painting this one in. This one will have a story. I can already see the story. But right now they're just, and I love this page. I love this page. I don't even want to touch it yet. And I started on this one, so you can see I got a little something going on here. And so there's just all in different stages. Just a couple more here. So these have less and less because it's just toward the back. But let me just go and pull. Let me find if I can pull one of my larger journals that has. What are they? Oh, here we go. From scratch. Let's see. Let's try this one. Hang on. I'm digging around down here. Does this one have something in it? Okay. I'll just show one. I'll just pull one. I'll just pull this one to show you what some of them that start from scratch in a bigger journal. So, and I did collage the covers of this one. Oh, let's go the right way. There we go. I collage them looking in the camera. I watch some of the upload videos, but then I catch myself wanting to comment in the chat. I know. So this is the front. Here's the back. Little guy right down there. So I did this one. This is 2016, but I'll show you a couple pages that like this. And this is one of the Dilutions journals. So here we go. So these start from scratch, just so you can kind of see what they look like, but you know, more finished. But they all start kind of the same way. They start with, you know, collaging bits. Maybe I should have pulled one that had more. I have another one that has more done in it, but let's see here. Find a couple finished pages. So here's one. This one. And when they're in the journal like this, or if I'm making art cards, I do varnish them. So this has been varnished when it's done. This one's not been varnished yet. But the varnish gives it a cohesiveness. So this is from 2016. What else do I have in here that's done? This one. And again, this one's been varnished, but don't varnish. Don't varnish them until you're 100% sure that you're done working on it, because then there's no going back. You can't really work on top of varnish. So, but anyway, so this is this is, you know, just a bigger version of some of these that I have going in here like this. And I'll probably, you know, when I finish them, I'll varnish them out in here too, probably. But I just varnish them as I go. So this one, though, this one's more my play journal, and that's what we're going to work in today. This one doesn't necessarily have maybe a little bit of mini stories. There is a shadow here that is really irritating me, and I don't know where it's coming from because I got floodlights in here on every side. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you, darling. So thanks, Marsh. So, but these are, they have, you know, they could have a story to them, but I'm not really, I'm just more playing with these than anything. So what I've been doing, and I think what I'll do is I'm not going to show you the pages. I'm going to work on the page and then we'll flip to the next page. So I just work on these with acrylic paint or maybe a little ink or something. And you can always continue to add more stickers or cutouts, or sometimes like in the little mini one here. Let me get that one out. So I have the same kind of thing here with the little mini version. And these are all Arteza. I'm not sponsored by Arteza or nothing like that. But like sometimes I'll just paint one. Like this is one of my little paintings. Sometimes I'll cut them out. So this is one. I'll just flip through this one real quick. This one again needs to have more done to it. So it's just got all different kinds of stages, if you will. Different stages of completion, because they're just fun to play in. If you have leftovers, you could use these as a desk journal, where if you have leftover pieces of scrap or paint, you could scrape it in or put it in here. This one I really like. There's a little guy right there. the shadows. I really like the colors. But I try to if you stick with a couple of colors, your page will look cohesive just based on the color. So if you notice, there's a color theme to every page. So you can make it cohesive by the colors. So now we're getting into some that really aren't even painted yet or anything. But if you just, this is the kind of thing, if you don't know what to do, you're not feeling inspired, which to me, inspiration is in your butt. You sit down and you start and stuff happens. So, but these are good for that. These are good for just playing and working. And let's see, why can't I get, there we go. Maybe just move over here a little bit, then there's less shadow. I'm not sure why there's that shadow there. I think it's just the white paper. Might just be the white paper. Let's see. Rachel went to Walmart yesterday. Girl rang up. She checked and had punched in 33 items instead of 3. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you got to check. You always have to check your receipts everywhere. Because, well, I'll tell you what's a good one for color theory, Marsh, is a magazine journal. But, All right, so let me show you a magazine journal. Let me find one here. I'm over here on my shelf. Here we go. I'll show you a couple different magazine journals. So what these are good for, magazine journals are, and I've shown you all the mini versions where I've cut down magazines, but these are where I've glued art magazines together. And look, see what I mean about getting the spine jacked up? Look at that, because I worked straight through, and this is what will happen to your spine. You have to go front to back, back to front. And this one, look at that. See how I have so many of these. I just pulled 2 off the shelf. But what's nice about a magazine journal for practicing colors is you can match up the colors on the page and with your craft paint. All I use is craft paint, guys. This is just craft paint. And you can use whatever's in the background and paint it out. It's like reversing it out, right? I'm trying to find somewhere there's more color. You can scrape, you can ink, you can paint, and then you can just paint. You can practice your coloring, your color matching, color blending. You can just do lots of things with that. Let's see, this one might be a little better to show. Maybe I didn't pull the best 2, but so here we go. Here's one. So this, look at the little picture here. It had all this brown and blue. So I just used paint and scraped it and painted in. And this is just a good way. This is a good way to practice your color blending. Or just glue stuff on a page. Just glue stuff on a page and start trying to blend and match. So you can see there's lots of stuff going on in this one. And they're just Somerset Studio art journal magazines glued together, and then play with them. This is good to use up your paints and just to practice your painting, color blending, color matching, color blending. All right, so and y'all see, I won't pull them right now, but we've cut down the little and made them little too, and do the same kind of thing with the little magazines. So what I plan on doing here is just working on a little bit of each page and just see where it goes. So I'm just going to get some paint out. So I worked on like, I think 3 this weekend. So I'm just going to stop at the next one that's the most incomplete. Let's see, nice idea. I have mini notebooks that are unused. Never tried this type of journal. Yeah, the little mini comp books. Hang on, I'm going back over to the shelf. You can use different sizes. Here, I'll show you a couple of the minis. Oh, my zines are flying away. I've got my zine shelf right next to my mini art journals. But I'll just show the comp books because you can use these little mini comp books. Here's one of the little art journal ones. I just showed this one last week, so I'm not going to flip through this one. But these little comp books, I did not see them come out this year, so I don't know if they came out this year or not. But this is one of the little mini ones, and again, this just starts out with a little piece of collage. It seems so flashed out. I'm not sure about this lighting. Maybe I need to turn the overhead light off. I know it's the white paper that's messing with me. So, and then just turn them into little scenes. And these particular ones kind of fall apart, but if they start coming apart, I just tape them together. I just tape it back in like this, see? I just put a piece of tape. It's just for play. You know, you got to have some journals like this that are just for play that you don't worry about. And so just the scrape paint, this little leftover pieces of collage. And you just get ideas like right here. I mean, I just see a Venetian plaster right there. You know, little stairwells. I saw this, just painted some little stairs on there. Just, these are fun. There's the girl with the pearl earring. And just whatever little bit of collage piece I have left. Another sip of water, guys. Yeah, this is where I found this one. I found these at Walmart. But these mini ones, these quarter ones like this, I have not seen them for a while. I mean, you can probably get them on Amazon, but I'm still working in these, you know. I don't really need any more. And I got quite a few of these still. But look, this is what it starts with. And then just start adding paint or a little sticker, or, you know, just start painting in a little scene, whatever's in your head. This is where you just don't worry about if it turns out or not. You just start. You put something down and you just start painting it in. This one I don't think has much more in it paint-wise. There's one. So... same for this one. Try to find a couple pages that got paint on them. See, that started falling apart, so I just taped it back in. So you get the idea. And then the same, this is when I started this year with my year of color. I was trying to do, and I still will, I'll still work in it. But I think I started it in November or December of last year. And so I'm trying to kind of just pick a color and work with a color. So these were done this year. Same concept. Same thing. It's just a different size, you know, different size journal. Oh, thank you, 7. See, look how fun this is. I just love this. And here comes a cat banging on my leg down there. She hits you hard. She like spins my chair around. So this is what they start out with, like that. And then I just start painting on them. Hi, Catherine Creations. And they look they kind of wrinkle or buckle a little bit. By the time, though, you paint them out, oh, baby can't go over there by the keyboard. So I really like this one. And then the rest I haven't done anything in. So, all right, let's get out because I'm getting ready to paint. All right, let me move some of these out of the way so I have room. All right. So you'll get the idea. I got lots of these kind of journals. But we're going to work in this one today because I was going through and I go, there's so many pages in it. Every page has got something on this one. Every page has got something on it. But none of them are really finished. Yes, she wafts. She wafts and wafts. So what's everybody else working on today or over the weekend? Okay, so then I worked on this one. So I'm just going to start working on painting them in. That's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to really overthink it or see, I added some more green paint to this one over the weekend. None of them are done. I don't think there's anything done in this book. So, all right. So this one really needs to, but I don't really want to worry about all those little dots right now. Although this still needs paint. If it's got scribbles on it, it needs paint. All right, let's start on this one because it's just the next one in the series. I'll end up flipping through the whole thing eventually. All right, so let's see. I'm still, that shadow really irritates me, guys. Sorry. I think it's the white paper. Maybe let's try. Let's try to move the white paper. Let's see what happens. There, you want to lay on that paper? Is that better or worse? What do y'all think? Now it needs to turn down the brightness. Sorry, guys. Lighting is the bane of a streamer's existence. How's that look? Now, the background is not the true color. I'd have to turn it over to blue light here. What do y'all think? Which one do you like better? You like this one or that one? This one is truer to this. The color. Maybe I should leave it there. Okay. But the background is not the true color when I did it this way. Which one is better, Kathy? This one, 1 or 2? See how it turns it to the blue light? All right, here we go again. 1 or 2? This one is truer color to this. 2 is truer color to everything else. Okay. All right, we'll just leave it here for now. All right. I just thought the white paper would be good because when I'm painting, I can make a mess. I've already got stuff. This is ink. This will not come off. I tried to clean this off with some cleaner, with some hand sanitizer, and all it did is, you can't see it's down here a little bit. It takes off the grid. When I try to scrub this off, it takes the grid off. So, okay, so 1 is better. All right, so let's go ahead and see what colors I want to play with. So I just have my little, this would be better for this. My big paint tray here, because I'm going to use a lot of colors. So maybe I can set this over to the side. You won't be able to see really what I'm using, and I don't want a shadow. No shadows. All right. We'll have all kinds of paint trays. Oh, look, we're completely got paint trays. Oh, I got to get some baby white. And you can use stencils. You know, you can stencil. Usually something like that. That'll be like a top layer because I want stencils to show. This is still the under layers, right? All right, so let's see. Let's get out some hot pink. And you always make sure and shake them every single time you use them. So I'll get out some hot pink, some teal. No, I don't want teal. Probably just some lighter blue. Let's see. I want this blue. Probably. Still enjoying painting and art journals. You should have the clouds do your editing. And a little black. And you really want to put wax paper behind your pages, because if you want to paint to the edge and then it'll go over, and I don't care if the paint goes over, I just don't want to stick my pages together. So let me get a couple pieces of wax paper. I usually keep them in the back of the book, but for whatever reason, I don't have them there now. All right, so let's just kind of just along the edges so you don't glue your pages shut. Okay. Is this colorful and bright? Hi, Amy. A good, Monday morning. And then I got paint pens, Posca paint pens, just whatever I want to use. So I got some brushes here. And let's see, black, pink, blue. Doing a little bit of dark purple, maybe dioxazine purple. Shaking. Put it in caps if you're talking to me. Make sure you have live chat clicked at the top. All right, so I'm going to go with this right here. All right, so let's just see. And again, no particular order. I'm just going to start painting in. And it's very relaxing. It's very chill. And then also torn edges, I will blend in with my finger. So the torn edges, if there's a torn edge. Now, because this stuff has not been put down. I did not put this stuff in these play journals down with a golden matte medium. So if they're just glued down, well, maybe some might be. I don't remember. But if you just glue things down in one of your art journals with just, using your finger and putting down some tacky glue or a glue stick or something like that, you have no coating on these images. So therefore, because there's no coating, you can't just wipe it away. Like if you have golden matte medium on here and you put some paint down and you didn't like where it was, you just wipe it away. You can't do that if it's not coated. Okay. I try, Posh. I try to give all the tips possible. But so anyway, but I can blend in all the torn edges. Okay. And just continue it across or do one page at a time, or I don't have a plan. This is just like very intuitive. Okay. It's just very intuitive. I'm not thinking of making something in particular, although it could turn out for something, a story or something in my head, but I'm not setting out to do so. I'm just playing on the page. This is one of those journals I just play with. And most of the time when I'm doing this, if I don't even clean my brush, if I get a lot of black in or something, I'll just wipe it off in a baby wipe and keep going. I'm not dipping and cleaning my brush every second. And then if I have a sticker here, if I want to get rid of the white of the sticker, I'll just like kind of blend it back like that so it's not white. Okay, so let's see. I think I'll go with a little purple here. If you have any questions, just throw it out there. I don't know how many questions you'll have with this because it's really just plain. And I do get my hands all in it. So I find her last just, oh, thank you, Allison. And so maybe I might think about doing it like I might do all this, and then I might say, oh, it needs a cloud floating through here. And I don't mean the cat, but I might put in a cloud, or just whatever. I'm not really overthinking it. I'm just playing with the paint. But if you'll have any questions, I'll try to answer. Do not know what should have expected. Play or pain. It's not painful. This is not painful. This is fun. So right now, I'm holding a brush, but I'm just using my finger right now just to kind of blend this in. Because all the torn edges, I've said this before too, in collage, torn edges will blend better than cut edges in collage. So anytime you can tear an edge rather than cut an edge. Question, can you make coffee cup that says inspiration? But it is. I mean, it really is. Inspiration is really in your butt. You sit down, you pick up a pen, a paper, a pencil. That looks like it's going right through his head. I like that. And you sit down and just start working and you get inspired. Just like that's what these kind of journals will really help you with, because you don't overthink it. You just kind of just go with, filling in, pick a couple colors and play with it. And just tell you, and I just work on a page till I feel like, okay, I'm kind of want to move on. Either I'm, because I don't feel like I have to finish one of these pages. It's not about finishing these pages. It's just about playing on these pages. And I hope that's what y'all get from this today is, just play with the pages. And we will probably have time for sure today, because this is just not, a project. We'll have time to do our books where we read out of our inspiration journals. So we'll probably do that after a while. And then you can go back. Now, the only thing you could really write on with, like, if you want to pen write, is like a Bic pen. Don't your Sharpies. If you try to write on acrylic paint with a Sharpie, I mean, it's going to go dead immediately almost. I want to just add a little bit of color over the top of that little sticker there because it's too white. So you can write with a Bic pen. We'll write on top of acrylic, but your Sharpies, don't ever use a Copic on top of your acrylic paint. You will ruin your Copics for sure. So I'm just kind of trying to blend and play and see what happens. Just see what happens. If you have any questions, put them in caps. I'm just going to be doing this for a while. I was showing Mom was looking for her glasses. I didn't know what she was looking for. I asked, and she said, never mind. Is there more to that story, Judy? I have actually been talking on the phone to Janet. I've been talking on the phone to Janet, and I go, I need to show you a picture, Janet. I can't find my phone. Where's my phone? Oh, my God. Because your phone is so many more things than just a phone. It's your pictures, it's your movies, it's so many things, right? Your apps and everything. So when you think about it, it's like, where's my phone? You've got it in your hand. A Pilot G2 pen writes on paint pretty well. I scribble with them a lot. So they don't, do they Pilot G2 is like a gel pen though? Does the gel move? Move? Does the gel pens move, or do they stay on like a Bic does? I'm sure there's other pens out there. Don't use your markers. You know, don't use your markers because what it does, the felt and the markers, just the paint, they don't play well together. Well, I always wear my glasses, so it's not like Denise. Denise wears contacts, but she also has extra reading glasses. So that happens to her. She loses her glasses because she doesn't wear them all the time. My glasses are trifocals, and I wear them. I wear them all the time. Oh my god, they're Jimmy Choo. I figure if I got to wear glasses 24 hours a day, I'm going to rock them. So I got me some Jimmy Choo. So yeah, I wear them all the time. Except when I'm sleeping, of course. Okay, so see how it's starting to kind of blend and stuff and come together? Needs more purple in here. I will try next time I sit down. So let's just, this is a nice big area here for either a stencil. You can always do word fetting. Now, I don't do a lot of words in my journals. If I'm doing writing or note taking, that kind of, and a lot of times I annotate my books. It was funny, Mary. Well, let me go back to this first. I don't really write a lot in these journals because I have specific books for writing. So I have other notebooks and journals that I take notes, I study, I write history or whatever in them. So that's most of those. They're two separate things. The writing and the art journaling are two different things. But I saw Mary a couple weeks ago, I think it was. I guess she watched my show when I was showing all those books. And I was showing the books that they're prompt books, and you're supposed to write in the books. They'll have questions in the books, and you're supposed to fill them out or sketch or draw or doodle in the books. Like here, I'll give you an example here. These books that we use. These little books that we do occasionally, the 365 Days of Art, these kind of books. I don't write in these. So, Mary, I don't mean I don't annotate my books. What I mean is these kind that have prompts in them, whether they're writing journals or arting journals. I don't write in these. I do it in a separate book. But if it's just a regular, reading book, I annotate the heck out of my books. But I don't fill those books out. They're made to fill out. I don't fill those books out. That's what I meant when I said I don't write in my books. I don't write in the books that are made for writing. Okay, Judy, how much time do you spend on all this stuff when you're not live streaming? I am always doing something, Marsh. I try to read. Hubster and I both try to read at night. We go to bed pretty early and we read. We read, for quite a while. Sometimes I will have a streamer going in the background. If it's not too attention grabbing, I can have a streamer going. If I'm working on stuff, like if I'm not streaming and I'm working on something, a commission, a portrait or something, I've got a streamer going in the background. I don't really listen to music while I'm streaming. While I'm working, not a lot, because for me, music is very emotional changing. It makes me feel a lot of different things depending on the music, right? Of course. And that's what it's supposed to do. But when I'm working, I don't want my emotions going this way and that way. I just want to work. So I don't listen to a lot of music when I'm working. And I know a lot of people love to listen to music while they're working. I just don't. I don't like listening to music while I work. I love music, but I just don't want to listen to it while I work. So, but you asked me how long. Well, it's hard to say because it just depends. So Monday and Wednesday I stream. So Monday I stream till 12. I take a lunch break. Hubster comes home for lunch every day. from work, and we have lunch together. He goes back to work, and then Janet comes on at 1. So until 4, I'm streaming on stream all day because I mod for Janet. So on Mondays, I stream for 3 or 4 hours. Then lunch, Janet streams for 3 or 4 hours. Then Hubster comes home. We'll eat or whatever. Most of the time, when it's not a stream day, we'll have a light lunch on Mondays and Wednesdays. But on like Tuesdays, Thursdays, I usually make our main meal. Our dinner is at lunch. We don't eat big meals at night. We might have a little snack or something at at night. We eat our big meal during lunch, or 12, 1, 2, right in there, like on the weekends and stuff. Hubster makes great spaghetti. He made spaghetti this weekend, and we eat it at lunch, right? So then we don't eat dinner. We don't eat supper, I guess I should say. For me, music just changes my mood, changes, changes your emotions. And when I'm working, I want to be in charge of my emotions. I'll just put it that way. I want to have the self-control of what I want to feel. And so music changes that. So Mondays and Wednesdays, because I stream on Wednesday as well, those are pretty much what my stream days, depending on if I have commissions going on. And it seems like I always end up with 2 or sometimes 3 commissions going at once, because that just still seems to be the way it works out, especially closer to holidays. I get more because people want, pet portraits and remembrance portraits and different things for Christmas gifts. So right now I'm working, it's not really a commission, but I'm working on portrait of Annie and Dan. But it's there just at my leisure. Okay. So it's not something I have to get done. They don't even know I'm doing it. So I kind of plan on getting it done by Christmas. But if I don't, it's like, it's not a commission. It's just something I want to do. I want to do it as a gift. And then, sometimes there's, people's pets pass away. I can't make a habit of doing everybody's pet that's passed away for free, but I do them occasionally, just to gift them. But I can't do that every pet, because, that's all I'd be doing is working on people's pets that have passed. Yeah, Jimmy. Well, kind of, it's kind of like that. So then, so the rest of the day, it just depends on it. It fluctuates so much what I'm working on. Am I planning on something? So let me go back over to my IG so you can see kind of what I've been doing, just recently. I try to post things on IG. So, of course, there's always the Barbie photography. There's always the Barbie photography, which, this was the most recent one that I did. But I have plans for different Barbie photography. I have a fall pumpkin-y one coming up. I have I'm going to do, and I already told Sista that I'm going to work on, let me see, let me get her out over here. Where is she? I have costumes that I want to do for Halloween. I want to do, and I've already shown y'all. Here, let me show you some of my Barbie plans. Let's leave out the man card since Marsh is here. That's why we started doing the man card thing, because Marsh came in and said, I'm going to lose my man card talking Barbies. So Marsh and Frank both started making man cards, and I should get Marsh's in the mail. And so anytime Marsh or Adam or any of the guys are here and I start talking Barbies, I'll throw down a man card for them. So anyway, so let me go to my photos if I can find it easily. It's going to be back a ways. It's going to be back before they went to California. But my plans for hang on. I see you, baby. I can't pet you right now. Hang on. I wanted to show you my plans for some Halloween Halloween costumes, but am I going to find them in my 10,000 photos? I don't know. I got to scroll back. Well, anyway, so I want to do the Bride of Frankenstein Barbie, and I want to do Glinda, the Good Witch from Wizard of Oz. So I want to make costumes for those. I have plans for, if anybody knows what, I think it's September 19th. Anybody know what September 19th is? Somebody look it up, and so you'll know. You'll have a hint. September 19th, I have a plan for one of my Barbies. Dee Dee, you are the most amazing portrait of Rick. Oh, thank you. Oh, I'm so glad, Mary. So, the cats. Okay, I'm not seeing my samples. I have samples. No, paint, baby. There's paint. Sorry. And I can't lock her out because then she just howls at the door and claws at the door to come in. So, well, I think I'm just doing like 2 will probably be plenty for me to do, Posh, because I'm also doing Inktober in October. I paint a pumpkin. I collage a mixed media pumpkin every year. And I'm also doing the cute and creepy coloring book every October. So I'm figuring 2 costumes for Halloween is about all I'm going to be able to do. So, but I did have a couple references. Oh, here we go. Okay, so I figured this one won't be too hard to make. Right? Bride of Frankenstein. What's going to take the longest is going to probably be her hair and makeup. So I plan on doing a Barbie in this. And then I also want to do let's see where to go. A Glinda Barbie costume for Halloween. But anyway, September 19th. Let me make sure I got that date right. Hang on. Yeah, September, which is, I think, next Monday. Next Monday. So I have a plan for that. So I've got to get on that. Yes. It's Talk Like a Pirate Day. Arg. So I have a plan for that. But then I also have a plan for Sister. Here's Sister here. I love my sister. Love my sister. I have a plan for her. And I already said it earlier if you weren't here. She's going to be reading in cozy reading. And so I am making her an Afghan. So I am crocheting her an Afghan to be cozied up reading. That's one of my next So those are my Barbie plans. Okay. So if y'all are asking what I do, so I'm doing that. Plus I've always got a notebook of ideas going, the one that's in the other room right now, I think. Yeah, I took it to bed. So I have a book of all my ideas that are ongoing because I always have more ideas than I do time. So I always have more ideas than I do time, and most people do. So what you have to do is you have to write them down. You write down your ideas, and for one thing, it gets them out of your head. So your ideas are out of your head and on paper, so your mind is free for more ideas. Okay. I don't know, Janet. Janet's asking when is National Donut Day. So anyway, that's currently what I'm working on. Props for Barbie photography, because I'm really loving it. I'm going to have Barbie arguing on her day, on the pirate day. So I have to make the costume, which I'll have all the photos that I want to use to make her a costume. So I got to make her a pirate costume. So what else am I working on right now? Planning for Inktober. I did a lot of that this weekend in that notebook. It's in a separate notebook, is in the other room too. So I've been planning a lot of planning a lot of, what do you call it, Inktober ideas, because I'm doing Inktober. So like I did Insectober, where I did the insects. Well, I want to do a poster. I want to do a poster of under the sea stuff, just like I did the poster for Insectober, where I did an insect every day. Well, I'm going to do something under the sea every day in October to make it into a poster. Who else am I missing? Oh, thank you, sister, Afro-sensible sister. Let's see, who else am I missing? Hi, Devin. I'm just messing around in this journal. So I think I'm kind of getting ready to move on to another page. I kind of got this kind of blocked in, so I'm not sure what else I want to do on it right now. So kind of got some color on here, more color. And these kind of pages are just, you can just keep adding to them, stenciling, which I'm not doing that today. I'm not stenciling on them. I'm just, playing with them. And I just keep playing the signal. Is that got too much pink up there? Do I want more blue? Do I want more purple? Do I want this whole page to get less pink? I don't know. It's just whatever kind of I feel like putting down. Let's see. Then maybe I'll do a little bit of clouds just because. And I don't mean the cat clouds. Thanks, darling. So anyway, there's always something going on. And I have multiple Society of Idea Collector notebooks and multiple sketchbooks going on. I have sketchbooks for different things. I'm also looking around here. Then I also, as needed, I make prayer pouches and prayer scrolls. Let me see here. You want to sit on these papers, baby? You can sit on those. So I make these as needed. And they're just all hand sewn. They're just little hand sewn. I took the butterfly off of this because I was using it for something. So they're hand sewn prayer pouches. And I usually put some kind of a pin, a brooch, a jewel, a charm, something on there. And so I send these out to people that need prayer. And they're just all hand sewn. They're whip stitched, very kind of messy on purpose, but I like the handmade look. And then I put a prayer in there. And then I started also doing the same kind of thing, but with scrolls. So a little calligraphy scroll, a little rolled up prayer. This needs to come through here. There we go. A little scroll in there. And so I started making prayer scrolls. It's the same kind of thing. I add little beads or embroidery or something. And so they hang. So, and the same thing for the prayer pouches. So I do those as needed. So a lot of stuff I do is on a need to work on basis. But look at my playlist for all the different things we do. Yeah, I can't even tell you how many sketchbooks I have going at once. Literally, I mean, I can't even tell you because I have my desk journals, which there's 10 of those. I got the composition books, at least 5 or 6 of those. The little mini books, probably 5 or 6 of those. These kind of books, there's probably 10 of these type. Then I got the larger ones. There's 3 or 4 of those. I got my abandoned, altered books. I have at least 15 of those. Of the altered, abandoned books, I have at least 15 of those. Then y'all know I have the little books like these. I have these little books with different. I have Alice in Wonderland. I have Asian. I have Art Nouveau. I have 2 or 3 nature ones. I probably have about 15 of these on the go. I have my garden journal. I have my, I have this journal on the go. This one, my junk journal one on the go with book quotes. I have this one. I'm just looking around. Plus, you know, if I ever decide, you know, when I do a big collage poster, yeah. And then in between, I'll do commissions. And, you know, every now and then I'll do a calligraphy for my local karate dojo for when they graduate. And that's just as they graduate. So, all right, I think I'm going to hit this with a heat gun. I'm just going to leave this one right now. One of my ways of organizing is all my shelves are open. I don't have, you know, I do have some drawers, or some of those plastic drawers, you know, that I put pens and stuff in. But most of my room here, and I've shown y'all my room, is open shelves where I can see everything. I pretty much know where everything is because it's all out in the open. It makes it look messy. It makes it look like a hoarder house. But this is the only room in my house that looks like this. The rest of my house is it's not as minimal as Denise's. Denise's house looks like she lives in a hotel. But this is the only room that's really got a lot. Well, my library's got a lot of books, but I do have a lot of books. Can I show the junk journal on Wednesday? Which one? Which junk journal, sister? The one I was just holding? I don't have a lot in it. This book journal? Is this the one you're talking about? So how I got this is this cover did not come with, on Keisha's Creations, when you get so many punches in your punch card, then you can win some prizes. Well, I kept building up my punches till I won the art journaling kit. So, but a different book cover came with it. But I had this one. I wanted to use this one instead of the one that came with the art journaling kit. But I turned this into, and I just put all the signatures are held in just with elastic string. I added some little hanger here. The beads came in the kit. Some of the fibers came in the kit. This came in the kit. And then what I did is I just turned this into, it's going to be like, and I got plenty of other books with quotes for quotes in my Society of Idea Collector books and stuff. But this one, I said, well, I'll just make this into a having quotes, book quotes, famous book quotes. So I made a couple of little, what are these called? I wrote it down because I always forget the name of this. Clusters. Mary Autier clusters. So I made a couple of those just to, you know, have in here because I want to have fun. So yeah, so a lot of these pages are, well, all the pages in this book are from that kit, but it's all pages. It's stuff anybody can gather and make. A lot of these pages are tea dyed, coffee dyed, avocado dyed. And then I just started making little pouches and little, you know, things with it. So I'll do a quick flip for you, sister. So there's not a lot in here yet. Not a lot in here. So, but I don't ever feel like, oh, I got to hurry up and finish this one before I can go work on that one. I can work on just so many multiples at the same time. Vintage ledger papers, tag things in here with maps. The maps, I think, came with it too. And I've thrown a couple other pages in here. So then you can just go in here and work on it whenever you want. There's the famous Alice quote about sometimes I believed as many as 6 impossible things before breakfast. Put a little Alice in here, a little tag. So it's just, it's a junk journal where it's just random papers. And then I just started gluing things in, sticking things in, stapling things in, you know, with my tiny attacher. Vintage music paper, book pages, wallpapers. You know, you can put anything in. And what's nice about it is because I put the signatures in with elastic, just the elastic you can get over in the jewelry department, any craft store, that makes it so you can remove anything. You can just remove anything and work on it, shift things around, put it back in. So that's what's nice about the elastic bands to make your junk journals. You can take things in and out, move things around. More tea-dyed, avocado dyed, vintage. This was a vintage, well, vintage. Any kind of a phone book is vintage anymore. And so I just did some little stamps. Here's a thing about just a quote that I did in calligraphy. And just did some little mini pages here with that. So little, just some little paper clips. Get some of this paint off my just painted fingernails. So, and you can put different size papers. You know, you can layer them just different sizes because you can fold them any way you want. Wallpaper, more dyed papers, music papers, ledger. So this one has 4 signatures, which it could hold more. But this is all the papers that came in the kit. So I just started I put them all together myself. They didn't come in here. They didn't come in a book. I had to fold them and cut them and figure out what I wanted in what signature. Another little tag back here. And tags here. And then I put, oh, and it did come with some fabric. So I put fabric on the inside covers. I lined it. All this trim came in the kit. So I just added all this little trim. And then it's all just hung together with elastic. And then I put this came in the kit, a little metal medallion. So, oh, and so did these right here. These little ends. The ends came in the kit. So, yeah. Thanks, Cat and Pace. All right, so let's move on to the next page and see what colors we want to work. Again, I could put stencils here. I could put a quote. I could write. I could put word fetty. Oh, and that's another thing that I like. I buy these from Keisha too. Let me find these vintage, and they're not rare or anything. There's, you know, these kids encyclopedia type things, and but they have large writing in them. These are awesome to cut things out. Oh, look, Janet and Jim like to play in the snow, Janet. That just popped up. And so anyway, this is all about Janet. Janet has a can of fruit and a box of frozen vegetables. This is all about Janet. Oh my gosh, we're going to have fun with that. I hadn't read any of it yet, but I get these books to cut up the text out of. Plus there's some, you know, good images too, but oh my gosh, I just saw that. You're welcome, sister. All right, so I think that's dry. You always want to make sure your pages are dry. I don't have any problem with these paints, you know, sticking pages together. If you use something like, and neither do Golden Matte Medium does not stick your pages together as long as it's 100% dry. My varnish does not stick my pages together as long as it's 100% dry. Same thing for these paints. Okay, they're not glossy, they're not metallic. Although I have used metallics and they seem to be okay. So I want to know book all about Janet. I know, right? Well, I do have, oh, then the other books, you know, I also have things like the Fibs book, the Friends in the Box book, where I have pages of you guys. Let me see if I can get to that. I got some envelopes stuck up on top of it here. And I don't work in it much because this takes, not only does it take long, I always feel like I'm forgetting someone or ignoring someone. So I have Fibs books. This is like my 3rd Fibs book, maybe 4th. Y'all seen the big comp book one, Fluffette? If y'all have it, who has not seen Fluffette? Anyway, this is like it's like a happy planner, but I put my own pages in it, and it's all of you guys. So let me move some of this. So it's got, let me see, let me find Janet here. There's Devin Rex here. She made that tag. Who else? I'm just going to try to flip through kind of quickly. But I try to make pages of you guys. And if you sent me a little card, there's Elmaris, or a note or something like that. I'm trying to get to. There's Hedgie. She colored that page. Hang on. Susie B. So I put y'all's names on them. And then I just have pages to add stuff to you. But where are Zan? Okay, here we go. I think we're getting closer. Okay, so there's Julie Topaz. And by the way, Julie did text me, Janet and Tina. Julie did text me and say she's on that, you know, her yearly duties for the vet. She's away on that. So this is Julie Topaz, the giver. Here's Denise and Mom. This was when 2 times before Mom passed away. That was the time before where she went and visited Mom. Let's see. And there's Cameron and Samantha. I love this one. I love this picture of them. Let's see, what else do I have here? There's Samantha. She went to New York. The cats. Of course, I have to have a page for the cats. Or more than one. There's Cameron again. Cats. This is Our Faithful Mess, which I haven't heard from her for a while. I do try to contact her every now and then in IG. But Faithful Mess is our washi tape queen. There's Logan. There's me on my... when y'all have to hear me talk about my Trans Am, that, you know, the one I had the wreck in. Well, I didn't have the wreck. Somebody pushed me out under an 18-wheeler. This was the car. That was the car I had. This would have been probably the car's in 1979, and this is probably 1981, maybe 1981. I think 81 or 82 is when I had the wreck. And I didn't have a wreck. Somebody ran me off the road. I know I've told y'all this story. Someone ran me off the road. And this was well, let me back up. It was at 5 o'clock. I was getting off of work, and it's in San Antonio. 6 lanes going that way, 6 lanes going this way. 5 o'clock traffic, bumper to bumper. And yes, it's a Trans Am. Yes. Well, it was. It was. So anyway, going down the road, I was in the slowest lane of the 5 or 6 lanes, however many. I was over here on the right, and a work truck, a big work truck, you know, paint truck, glass, you know, all that, you know, a work truck, pickup truck, edged me over, and I didn't have any place to go. I'm leaning on my horn. So anyway, I hit the rail. On the right. And he, of course, kept going. He didn't even pay attention to me. I hit the rail, and then I kind of got back out on the road. Well, what I did not know when I hit the rail was my right rear tire hit the rail, flew off, and flew onto the other ongoing 6 lanes going the other way. So here I am driving down the road with 3 tires. Well, you know what happens when you hit the brakes, right? When you hit the brakes, when you only got 3 tires, I went into a spin. So here it is. I guess the people behind me, when I hit the rail and my tire flew off, everybody stopped, right? Everybody stopped. So I do a spin. So I'm spinning and spinning and spinning in the middle of 5 o'clock traffic. Finally, I stop and I look. No, wait. First I went under the 18-wheeler. So let me back up. So So I wanted to get to the end to talk about what happened to the car. But so what happened? I spin. So what happened was I went under an 18-wheeler because it's a low car. So I went under the 18-wheeler and the 18-wheeler wheels hit me and spun me back out going the other way. So I'm just spinning and spinning out of the 5 o'clock traffic. Well, what I did not know was the 18-wheeler, it was considered my fault because I was the one that went under the 18-wheeler. I had no proof that work truck had run me off the road and my tire had flown off. So I was the one responsible for that wreck because I went under an 18-wheeler. So I finally stopped and I look up and I'm facing 6 lanes of traffic completely stopped. Completely stopped, and I'm facing all that traffic in this car. So I tried to open the door and it wouldn't open. I'm kind of like, I'm dazed, right? And I was not wearing a seatbelt. This was before seatbelt laws. So I had climbed out the window. I climbed out the window and walked over I just wanted to get off the street, right? I'm on the middle of the highway. So I get out of my car, climb out the window, walk over to the rail and kind of just sit on the rail. And I look over at my car. I look at my car. Yes, the door I could not open the door. So I looked at the car. The whole car looked like a VW Bug. The front was crushed. The back was crushed. The roof was all completely caved in except where I was sitting. There was like a hump right where I was sitting. The louvers on the back window were in a crumpled up little ball on the street. There was nothing left of that car but where I was sitting. And if you don't believe in angels, you go through something like that, you will believe in angels. So anyway, I called later. They came and towed the car and everything, and I called tow the place. And I said, is there anything, is it a wash? Is the car total? And they said, ma'am, there ain't nothing left of that car but the floor mats and me. So anyway, that's what happened to that car. So that's the only picture I have of my car. So, okay, moving on. Yes, I do believe in angels, guardian angels. So there's Faithful Mess. Good to see you. We were just talking about you, our washi tape queen. So there's Faithful Mess and her page. I call her our Faithful Mess. Good to see you. I hope you're doing better. I hope your health is improving. Hi, Annie Mame. It's good to see you. And Annie Mame. Samantha was here. The little pencil case. It could be a pencil case, makeup case that you brought me back from Turkey. It now belongs to Samantha at college. She loved that thing so much. I said, okay, you can have it. She loved that little makeup kind of pencil roll case. She loved it. So just passing that on to you, Annie Mae. When he goes back and look at comments, she is going to see all of this. Oh, I'm sorry. Were you yelling at me for something? Were y'all yelling? Let me scroll back. Somebody said, okay, I see where I'm back to where Afro Sensible Sister wanted to see the junk journal. Okay, so let me scroll. Faithful Mess is here. Devin. So Faithful Mess said hi. Hi, Leona. Who else am I missing? Elmaris. Good to see you, Elmaris. She has a page. So anyway, it's good to see you all. Elmaris, Faithful Mess, Annie Mame. I don't see y'all very much. CB. I know CB. Blessed to be alive. No, this was before all the cameras on the highways. This was before that. It had to be like maybe 82, 81 or 82. It was either 81 or 82, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. No, Rachel, I did not get the floor mats back. Oh, that Faithful Mess was here. Okay. Hi, Christine. So let's see what else. There's APG Jamie. If y'all have never got a APG Jamie Happy Mail, you're missing out. Here is Xandra, our mermaid Xandra, with her cards and tags and things. There's Xandra. Here is Norma. Norma, our limo. Norma. Teresa. Lady Jan. Annie V, which I need to check with Mary and see if she's heard from Annie V lately. Annie V is not on any social media. She watches Mary and I don't know who else, but Mary and I are the only ones that we know that she watches. And she's probably, I don't know, she's in her 80s. So there's Sister Woman Jonna. And then here's Laura, who did the coloring color books that we have. And these are a couple of her original cards. Here is Dawn. I know Janet's in here somewhere. Here she is. No, this is not Janet. Yeah, this is Janet. Okay, so here's Janet. We have all kinds of pins growing out of the seed packets. And this is the kind of envelopes you get when Janet sends you envelopes. So this is Janet's pages from Monkey Island. Painty Girl Lori. She does these painted light bulbs. There's Mark Muir. Who else do I have in here? I mean, I've got a lot of y'all in here. There's a whole bunch more in here. But just to show y'all, this is one of the Fibs books, Friends in the Box. And if you're here and you come more than one time, you're a fib. You're a friend in the box. So this one is really, but the first, do I need to pull down the first original Fluffette, or are y'all familiar with Fluffette enough? Fluffette is a composition book. It was my first fib book, and it's about this thick. It's I call her Fluffette because she's so fluffy. So this goes back up in here. Let's see. All right. The other thing I want to do too is I want to remake this book that I got from Keisha's auction. I want to remake this book, this cabinet card book. So that's on my list. We have lots of things to do around here. We never run out of things to do. You're never tired of Fluffette. All right, so this is what I've flipped through so far. These pages right here. This one I skipped over. So I put down some purple and pink on this one. So let's go ahead and work on this one. Orange yellow. Sound like Fluffette requires a man card. It really doesn't. Oh, I'll show y'all. It's just that I have it up on the top shelf because I don't want the cats in it for one. Plus it's just huge. So my original, I think I did this one in 2010 or in 2010 and 11. And it's a composition book covered with scrapbook paper. All right, let me move this. So let me just show you. Here's the cover. Here's the cover. It's just a plain composition book, but I put scrapbook paper on it, right? But the reason I call it Fluffette is because, bam! This has 100 of the fibs all tabbed with their names and different notes. And what we did was I found out your favorite 2 or 3 colors. I don't remember. I think it was 3 colors. Favorite 3 colors, your favorite different things. And then we made pages for you. And then as I made your 8.5 by 11 collages, we did these on the fly too. We would gather information about the fibs, favorite color, places, supplies, just all kinds of random things. And I would do a live 8.5 by 11 collage on the fly, just with whatever I could make it with. And then this is when I would just take pictures and print them out. This was before I even had an iPhone. So I was printing out the pictures of of the different collages that I made, right? And I would put them with that Fibs page. So this one is Fluffette because she's fluffy. She is fluffy. There is a guy in here. We have Blade. All right, just so Marsh doesn't feel like out of place. Let me see if I can find Blade in here. So Blade, Artistic Biker, who was he and I think it was I Carry Love were the very first two streamers. But he was one of the first. And so he still streams occasionally. He does put out some videos every now and then. But I'm trying to find Blade in here somewhere. And his nickname is Blade, and there's a reason for that when he was in the Army, and I won't go into his story, but I'm trying to find his page. So everybody was trying to guess who I was doing. We did this one kind of in secret. Let me turn it this way so I can just flip through the tabs. Everybody was trying to guess who I was doing the page on. And when he said the Blues Brothers were his favorite and that his favorite smell was leather, we all knew who it was. So anyway, we didn't have to, bam, throw down a man card, but I was trying to find his page in here somewhere. There is a page for him. There's Julie. Where are you? Well, there's 100 people in here, so I'm flipping. There he is. Okay, so here's Blade's page. So I did, where is his stuff? I must have made, oh, there it is. Okay, so here's the collage I made for Blade with the Blues Brothers. And of course, his nickname is Artistic Biker because when he first started streaming, he was a biker, and he went around and did sketching he did sketch cards and little sketchbooks on his bike, on his motorcycle. Anyway, all right, there we go. Let me put that back up. All right, so let's move on to another page. So, yes, I know I've been streaming for 12 years, so we have a lot of Fibs, friends in the box. All right, so there we go. Let's go ahead and do these pages. And again, if y'all just coming in, I'm just playing with different paint, playing with different pages in this random art journal. I know, right, Marsh? All right, so let's put out some orange, I got all my colors here, some red, and some I still got some of the light blue, maybe some navy blue. Let's go with midnight blue. All right, so let's see what we can do here. And again, it's not supposed to be things. It's just having fun with this. If y'all want to see anything else done, or I think I'll just pick up some colors here. If y'all want to see anything else done or questions, just ask, because otherwise I'm just going to be playing in my journals. But you can get some nice effects by just picking up paint and, or using if you don't like touching the paint, which I can't even imagine that, but you can use your palette knife. Where's my palette knife here? Where's my palette knife? I don't know what I did with it. It's probably in here. In here. How did I stick it on here? Well, I was going to pull out a palette knife to use, but I can't find it. ASMR moment, Rachel. well, I don't know. It's a red. It's a red palette knife. It's not hard to spot, but I am not seeing it. Oh, well. Okay. But you can use a palette knife. Hey, Adam. So, yeah. So for the guys that come through, that when I just happen to be talking something like fabric or, Barbie photography. If you missed it, these are the cards that Frank sent me. A Samson and a Circus Strongman. And Marsh has some he made. I don't know. Marsh made me one and he didn't tell me what it was. He did not tell me what his man card was of. So I'm going to be surprised. Nice answer with the palette. I don't know what I did with my palette knife. I thought I had it stuck in my little paint holder thing there, but I'm not seeing it. So I'm just going to kind of blend some of that in there. Okay, and then let's get rid of some of that sticker edge there. Let's blend in some of this torn edges. So I just use whatever. Let's get some of that blue up here in the sky. But these kind of journals, these are the kind of things you want to have handy when you just don't feel inspired. You don't know what to do. You think, I just don't know what to do. I'm not in the mood. I don't want to draw. I don't want to, which I drew most of the weekend because I'm working on getting my ideas together for Inktober. So I did a lot of drawing over the weekend. I was up like last night at like 11:30, still drawing because I had so many ideas for Inktober. Let's see, who else am I missing? Y'all have any requests or want to talk about anything, or just let me know. Actually, he did do a Sean Connery card too. Now, I don't know if he's going to send me that one as well. Marsh. Marsh did a Sean Connery card. Yeah, y'all know I love me some Sean Connery. I have a print. Hubster bought it for me. I think it was for maybe it was our anniversary, and I have a Sean Connery. I think it's about 30 by 30. It's huge and it's framed. And it's probably about, I don't know, it's it's bigger than my desk print of Sean Connery. And it's in his man cave. It's in Hubster's man cave. Where else am I going to hang it? I'm not going to hang, I don't have any room in here, even if I wanted to, but I have no room. I don't have any place to hang my Sean Connery. So, yeah, but it's huge. Hanging in the man cave. So let's put a little blue. The one where he's sitting at the poker table. Y'all know the scene. I'm sure if you've watched any James Bond. Oh, okay. Thanks, Marsh. I'm looking forward to it. Bye, Devin. If y'all don't follow Devin Rex, she's always doing something interesting, and she started doing recently. She started doing Digi. I don't know if she's done. Let me check. Let me get some of the paint off my hands here before I open my phone. I haven't seen, Devin was really working in some Digi lately. I try to, oh, Becky. Aw, Aunt Beck just popped up. Aunt Beck's little baby popped up in my feed. Let's see here. Let me go over to Devin. She's got 2 channels. She has Devin Rex for art. So she just did this one. I thought that was nice. Isn't that cool looking? That's a watercolor, I think. And then her other channel is Devin Rex Digital. So she just started this one, which I love. There's one in here I really, really love. It's like this one here. There, she started playing on Procreate there. Of course, I love it because it has a little white cat, right? But that's one of her recent digis. So that's Devon Rex Digital. So she's got 2 channels. Sean Connery is Scottish. Well, was. Yeah. Oh, he still has a Scottish accent. Yeah. Yeah. Right, Tina. The nightstand. No, this is huge. I mean, this print that I have of him framed is ginormous. Okay, so I'm kind of just, this one's kind of, there's a little illustration of Willie Nelson there. All right, let's just see now. I got to get some more baby wipes. So along with all the journalism and art that I talked about that I do, I also read and study a lot. I love to read and study, especially history. So, yeah, on top of everything else. But, you got to remember, my kids are grown and gone. Just me and Hubster. And so I have the time to do this. I worked, with them growing up. And grew up in the military, married the military. I've moved over 30 times in my life. So this is the longest I've ever lived in one place in my life is this house. And we've been here, I think, 21 years. I think we've been in this house 21 years. So this studio that I'm in now, I've been here 21 years. Her Mother Goose zine included her digital. Oh, it did? Oh, Janet. But anyway, yeah, so I like to shout you guys out because that's what we do. Is that my family texting me, or I think I'm on all kinds of family group texts. So again, I can add designs. I can add lots of things to these. But right now, I'm just kind of trying to go through this book and just work on getting paint down on them. Will they turn into a story? Maybe. Oh, the last one. And the other book that has not that much, I'll show this again. Where did I put it? Okay. So this is, this is the kind of things that they can turn into. Just depending on what I want to say. Or in the bigger ones like this one, I did those covers. This one, like I said, this one's from 2016. But I have a couple that I really like. And this first one I'm going to show you is not varnished. I showed it a minute ago. This one's not varnished, but I really like this one. I need to varnish it. And then the tigers. I really like the tigers. I got 2 tiger ones. This one's varnished, so you can see it's shiny. This one. And this one's not done, but that one's not varnished either. And here's the other tiger one. So I really like my two with the tigers. And I just like the different 3-level dimension thing there going on. And then do I have one more in here that pretty finished? Oh, this one. So there's that one. So that's kind of where they can go to. That's where these can go to. Will they all go to? Probably not, because I got so many of them I'm doing. All right. But I have fun. I have fun playing with them, doing them. Let's put some more paint on the hand. Let's go right in here. So I think I'm going to move on to the next one. No, I want to go a little bit more blue up in here. Let's go ahead and get that one kind of. This might be some stars and planets. Y'all know I love that. But for now, that's good. Throwing down paint. Throwing down paint. Okay. Oh, you were 2 weeks in Alaska? I loved Alaska, but, you know, we lived there 3 years, but the winters are so long. I think one more thing I'm going to do before I stop on this one is I'm going to put some, I'm going to go ahead and put some clouds going across the top here. Because I like this guy or girl, whatever it is, kind of hanging into the clouds. So I'm going to put some clouds up here just to have that person hanging onto the clouds. So there we go. That's good. I'll probably work in this till about 11, 20 more minutes. And then I'll read our book and maybe look at the 365, idea books and do some little quick sketches out of those. Okay, does that draw? I think so. Okay, so I got to start and see really down here. I want to go ahead and do this too. It really does need some water down here. It needs something going on down here. Okay. They're having a face off here. And see, I think she needs to be, he or she, I'm not sure, I think it's a she, having a kind of a leash, some kind of a leash on this clownfish. So I'll paint that in later. Some kind of a leash on the clownfish. Okay, so I think I'm going to pass on this one because we already did those colors. Got this one. Maybe I should go into the lime green and teal. I'm running out of room on this little palette here. That's why I got this. This is what I like to use, this big one here. Let's go ahead. Got any questions or anything? Do y'all like to work in any kind of journal like this? And I know the answers to most of these questions. I just like to engage you guys and chat. The old ladybug clownfish standoff, yes. All right, let's see what we can do here. Do I want to start with a brush? Need a bigger brush. We're going to need a bigger brush. Let's see. I'll go with this one. All right. All right, let's see what we can do here. We'll probably just do this one and then I'll do a flip through the rest of the book of what I haven't done. And then we'll go to the 365 day book. Did Janet ever say what she's going to do today? I'm really getting excited about my Inktober. and doing all kinds of under the sea things. And then at the end, hopefully, turn it into a poster. We'll see how it turns out. I think I'll like knock that hand back so it's not so. The only thing I don't like about stickers is I usually cut off the little white edge because it's distracting to me. One of my cousins has 3 of those ragdoll cats. One of these kind of cats. Janet's trying to still make up her mind. Does anybody have any requests for Janet? Zentangles, watercolor. Not saying she's going to do it, but y'all can make a suggestion to her. And then this I'll blend in here too. Let's go ahead and get this. I'll paint around that butterfly better later. I'm just trying to get more paint down on these pages. Don't you think this is fun? I mean, not necessarily watching me, but wouldn't y'all like to do something like this? Who wouldn't want to just throw paint? I know I'm not the only one that just likes to throw down paint. I don't know if I can move some of that paint off the fence. It's not, I don't have matte medium on it, so it's not going to want to remove. I need something hanging off that finger. Dee Dee, you got me inspired by working on my deal, a Halloween book, making a spider and webs on the front and a faux spell book, then going to paint it. I'll post progress pictures later. Okay, Ashley. Yeah, I did my Poe book. Was it a couple years ago? This year, I have lots of plans for October. Like I said, my Cute and Creepy color book, my Ink Sea-Tober, my Barbie photography costumes. What else? There's something else in the mix. There's something else in the mix. But I like to do holiday things. I mean, I don't really do Halloween holiday, but oh my gosh, I found, or no, Denise, I shouldn't say I found. Denise sent me a picture in old Halloween costumes from Samantha and Cameron. Oh my gosh, this was the best costume ever. And she thought this up herself. Now, she got her dad to order the costume, but she thought it up to do this. Samantha, this had to be it had to be 10 years ago. So this picture is like 10 years ago. But let me see here. Recent. I saved a whole bunch of the Queen too. There were some awesome memes of the Queen. Like this one. There was some, and I'd saved a whole bunch of pictures of her too. Let me see. Where is it? Did I not say? I know I saved it. Nope. I've got so much on here now. I might have to go back to, I thought I saved it and brightened it up because it was really dark because the picture was so old. Here it is. This was about 10 years ago. Look, Samantha was a samurai, one of those, those big, the wrestlers. Look. And Cameron was just a creepy something. Yeah. Oh, and what did Rachel say? 4 life-size man cards. Oh, what happened? Oh, I have 4 canvases for my apartment that should paint on them walls are pastel yellow. Hey, my great room is yellow. When we moved into this house, I'm sure he just says, "Oh, well, go get it, whatever," because all the walls were white, right? So I started painting room by room. A lot of it was sage green. I did my kitchen, the man cave, and the library are all connected in one big room. They're all connected. The library, well, I say the library, it's supposed to be the dining room. It's the library. There's no dining room in there. It's all books. So I have the library, the kitchen, and then the man cave are all in one big giant room, and it's all sage green. But my entryway and my big great room is yellow. And Hubster goes, "Yellow? You're painting the room yellow?" But now, of course, he loves it. But at the time, he went, "Yellow? Wasn't that cute?" Sumo wrestler. Thank you, Icy. Yeah, she wanted to be a sumo wrestler. So anyway, and this is her now, though. There's her now. That's my boo. It's when they're out in LA. But anyway, too funny. Oh, here we go. My sister-in-law sent this, and I told Hubster because he's. Let me take a picture of it so I get all the messages off of there. He's all in. He knows what we're all doing with the man card thing. He thinks, oh, brother, But let me go to my photos here. Okay, so here's the ultimate man card, and I showed this to Hubster, and he went, "Yeah, that is the ultimate man card." Wait a minute. Y'all know who Cary Grant is, right? Please tell me you know who Cary Grant is. I don't always look classy. Oh, wait. Yes, I do. There's Cary Grant. Thank you, Tina. Sorry, I couldn't resist that. My sister-in-law sent that. She didn't even know anything about the man cards. But I said, I got to keep that. Is the ultimate man card right there. Cary Grant. Well, I don't know, CB. Some people might. Some of the younger ones may not know. But so I'm just kind of blending and mixing and playing. Yeah, let's do a little more. CB's another great artist, but she never posts anything. CB, did you ever? For some reason, I'm thinking you did start a. Didn't you do a IG? For some reason, I'm thinking I saw you start an IG, and we've looked at it. Have we? CB, let me go look. She does beautiful girl faces. CB does. Let's see if she answers me before I start having to hunt. Carol. Let's try Carol. All right, I'm not seeing you. I'm not seeing you, CB. Just post on IG this morning. Okay, well, what's your name, though? It's not coming up under CB. It's not coming up under Carol. What is your IG name? Because I can't find you. Is it CB, like C space B? No, I can't find you. Oh, I would never know. Guess that. No wonder I can't find you. Crazy CB. Silly girl. Crazy CB. Okay, I found you. So there's CB. Crazy CB 21A. Not B. Oh, you did is this a draw? Oh, you did a graphite drawing with digital background and digital coloring. So I did not see that. So bam. So there you go. Go over there and find Crazy CB. Lovely CB. I want to find some more of your girl faces. Have you been posting them? I love your girl faces. Here's a graphite picture she did. And here we go. I didn't like that one either. You know what? Now that I've liked a couple of them, you'll probably pop up in my feed, CB. Yeah, I haven't seen some of these. Most of them. Good job. You must have done this one for Janet. I love him. So cute. So y'all go follow Crazy CB21A. What did Shelly say? Hold my beer. Are y'all talking about something Robert did? Robert getting in trouble, doing something? Janet? Y'all remember, what was that cat called? It was this breed here. The one that, the unhappy cat. Wasn't unhappy cat. What was his name? Angry cat? What was his name? It wasn't angry cat. What was it? Y'all know who I mean. Let's get some blue in here. Isn't this fun? I'm just having so much fun doing this. I don't know how entertaining it is, but I'm having fun. Grumpy Cat. Thank you, Tina. I'll show y'all. I know everybody knows Grumpy Cat, but just in case you don't know who Grumpy Cat is, Grumpy Cat, I think, passed away a few years ago. But Grumpy Cat. It was this kind of cat. Hi, and Taylor. Thank you so much for my happy mail. Thank you. Anybody else coming in? Thank you again, Debbie Bruce, for my unusual. That's why Janet's not around. She's out searching for that. She's out searching for that pin. I know she is. I know Janet wants one of those pins. She's going to go look for an ISBN number. I want one of those pins. Janet is a pin collector, and she's really a kind of a pin aficionado. I think she'd probably go, no, not really. But I think she is. Okay, I think we're done on this. Well, now let's go ahead and do a little bit more blue down here. See how I'm going off the edge? That's why you need wax paper down there. Maybe we'll have some kind of something here. We'll pull out the other 365-day book. Okay, I got to dry this. You haven't started looking yet? And that was a matter I just Okay, let me dry this a little bit and I'll set it aside. And I'll do a quick flip through the rest of the book. Let me move some of these out of the way. Okay, I think that's good. All right. I posted a picture. I really like the Daydream Grayscale coloring. Okay. What book is it? I don't know. I can't pronounce that one. Tina. Let me go over there and find you. Hang on. Tina is Catacomic. Let's go over here. Search. Catacomic 64. Yes, I did like that one, Tina. It was one of Tina's coloring pages. Nice eyes, too, by the way. Nice eyes, Tina. Well, the whole thing's nice, but good job on the eyes. And it's out of Daydream. I Daydream. And it's TAKEUCHIARTS. Y'all can go look at Tina's Catacomic 64 and find the name. There's the name right there. Nice. Nice, Tina. All right, let me get another baby wipe to clean my hands, and then I'll do a quick flip through this, and then we'll see what else we can get into. Get the bulk of it off. Okay. Sip of water. Thanks for sharing. Y'all can, I'll show y'all stuff. Just got to let me know. Okay, so I'm going to keep flipping. Let's take out the wax paper here. I'm going to move my tray out of the way. All right, I'll just keep flipping through. So you can see they're all in different stages. I have so much fun with these kind of books, though. They inspire me and they give me ideas. But when you get an idea, you need to write it down. So when we're reading out of our idea books in just a minute, when you get an idea, may be totally unrelated to anything that I'm reading, but you'll need to write down your ideas so that you don't forget them, because you will. Love this one too. This one's going to be fun to play on. Oh, I do have another thing I got. I know if Colleen and Kathy Berg were here, well, I'll show it anyway, but they're the ones that'll like this, and I'll show it in a minute. At my bookstore, I found something really cool. I like this one too. I like a lot of them. And you see, I use some of the Tim Holtz little, you know, little photo booth people. There's another one where I painted a lemur. Love me some lemurs. Like this one too. This one's coming along. That's it. And I just got a little thing stuck in there. So, yeah. These are the Arteza. I guess they're still available. I don't know. But I bought them a couple years ago. All right. So, let's put that down. Put this one back up on the shelf. So, I have some room. Put this one back on the shelf. So, I have some room. And then also, I'm not going to flip because I just flipped through them not too long ago. But y'all know that I do a lot of different collages. Some like that'll turn into. I took the cover off this because I'm just using the cover for something else. But you know, sometimes I'll do these like clean collages. They're just not as they're not as messy and painty. They're still messy and painty, but they got a white border on, so they look more framed. But anyway, so I'm also was working on some of this in the last week, so I'm going to work more on those. Always something. I never run out of stuff to do. Thank you, CNP. I never run out of stuff to do. Just saying. And if I ever thought I did run out of something to do, all I have to do is open one of my Society of Idea Collector notebooks. Okay, so let me show you what I got at the bookstore. I got two. So Colleen and Kathy Berg, if y'all watch this later, y'all know we have, I know one of them I think has the wallpaper. Has a John Darien, not wallpaper, has the John Darien gift wrap paper. And I looked at that on Amazon and I didn't really want it, but I do love my John Darien sticker book. Y'all know we've talked about this. We've gone through this, shown it a bunch of times, used it a bunch of times. This is Denise's favorite sticker book. The John Darien sticker book. Wow. Look what they've come out with. And y'all know I always buy my calendars. I buy my calendars in February, the first week of February at Books A Million. All calendars go on sale for $3. It doesn't matter if it's a leather-bound journal. If it has a date on it, they all go on sale for $3 the first week of February at my Books A Million. So I rarely buy a calendar full price. I bought two full price. I bought the John Darien. One is still wrapped up. I haven't even taken the plastic off of it. So I got two of the World of John Darien calendars. Because y'all look, wait till you see. Hi, Wolfie. Let me get hang on, I'm mute. Sorry, guys, got a tickle in my throat and talking with that, you know, that's why I always have some water or something here. Okay. So I will flip through the John Darien 2023 calendar. They're starting to get all the calendars out now. And this was the only one that tempted me to pay full price. The others, I didn't know if these would be around, and I didn't want to miss them. So that's why I got them. Most of the calendars that I used to cut up, You know, let me go this way. Look how big. Isn't this amazing? Look at this. So, yeah. Yeah, Rachel. I really do need the water at Cajun because I'm talking for 3 or 4 hours nonstop. Although Keisha, oh my gosh, that girl, she did I think it was 16-hour. She does 16-hour marketplace Saturday night. Well, she started Saturday afternoon and went all night. She did 16 hours. I didn't stay for 16 hours. Look at those shells, right? Oh, thanks, Tina. Tina put in the link to the sticker book. The sticker book is much more versatile, right, than the calendar or the wrapping paper. There's October's. This we might somehow have to use during October. So yeah, these could be used on ATCs, artist trading cards. So there we go. There's my purchase of the weekend. All right, so we're going to go into our 365 days. We're going to go into a little notebook that I have just for a little note. I got to turn off that overhead light. Brighten it up if I need to. The notebook that I have just for this. And then our little idea book. So we'll spend a little time in here. Did it get dark? Guess it still looks okay. The camera's a little crooked. It bothers me when it's got lines. I'm not really OCD, but it's got lines. We'll line it up. Went until 5:30 the other night. Yeah, Posh is Keisha's mod. And Posh is just getting over a fall. I wanted to tell her to go to bed, but it's not my business to tell her what to do. But I was saying, oh my gosh, Posh, there's Kathy Berg. Kathy, did you see the calendar? Kathy Berg has the I think it's the wrapping paper, the John Deering wrapping paper. Did you see the calendar, Kathy? So, all right. So I'm going to read out the 1001 Ways to Creativity. So get your notebook out, your pen, your paper, your Post-it notes, whatever it is you write down your notes. And so, yeah. Hi, Shelly. Just saw a glimpse of it got here. It's good. It's a good calendar. I just flipped through it just 2 minutes ago. So just go back and flip. Okay, so I'm going to read out of the 1001 Ways to Creativity. Rachel got us this book to replace the other one that we read. It took us 3 years to read through it. And we've been reading a couple pages every week. I try to remember to read out of it every week. And then if some idea occurs to you while I'm reading it, if you get some, spark of something, then write it down so you get the idea. He was just going to just say, aw. All right. Okay, here we go. Every human being has hundreds of separate people living under his skin. The talent of a writer is his ability to give them their separate names, identities, and personalities, and have them relate to other characters living with him. And that's a Mel Brooks quote. Some have the names of the people that they're quoting, others just have a quote. Keep learning in order to inspire yourself. Take a class or just study a new subject at home. All new knowledge brings new insight. Oh, thank you, Tina. Tina put the calendar in there. Look, take notes, and then look again. First impressions are sometimes spot on, but often looking at something for a second time reveals new details about your subject. And also, some of the quotes I may or may not agree with, but I'm reading them for your inspiration. You take it, leave it. Like there's a saying that we have: chew up the meat, spit out the bones. Let's see. Put it in caps if you're talking to me. I side eye the chat. Reward yourself with little treats when you accomplish your creative goals. You may not be a Picasso or Mozart, but you don't have to be. Just create to create. Create to remind yourself you're still alive. Make stuff to inspire others to make something too. Create to learn a bit more about yourself. Change your perspective. I should have got out my Torah pointer here. When I'm reading, I like my Torah pointer when I'm reading. I love my Torah pointer. I'm not Jewish, but Jesus was Jewish. I've studied some Hebrew, and I love studying Bible and history and all that. And no offense meant. I'm honoring the Torah pointer. I love my Torah pointer. Okay. Change your perspective. The view is different from every window in your house. Treat creative problems in a similar way by looking at them from a variety of angles. Take the worst fears and happiest dreams and spread them out on a table in front of you. Now you are ready to work. Being creative means surfing the waves, not staring at the sea. You like my Torah pointer? 7, yeah. I try to teach myself Hebrew. I bought CDs on how to speak it, and I do write it some. Well, I used to write it more. I haven't done it really since we started streaming. But I carved my own Hebrew alphabet, and I taught myself the letters and how to do the letters and the lettering. But it's hard. It's hard to try to teach yourself a language. I don't know if you've ever tried to, and I've never done any of those. What are they called? Not Grammarly, but the ones that they teach you a language. I never tried to do any of those. So it's hard to teach yourself a language. It can be done, but I'm trying to think of that one program where you can teach yourself. I never tried that, but anyway, okay. Okay. Don't concentrate on how to have new and original thoughts. Concentrate on how to remove the old and unoriginal ones. Think of everything that happens to you, good and bad, as material. All work and no play doesn't just make Jack and Jill dull. It kills the potential of discovery, mastery, and openness to change and flexibility, and it hinders innovation and invention. Sometimes in order to create, you must first have the courage to destroy. Like when I deconstruct a book or deconstruct a journal or cut up a sketchbook. Only those who risk going too far can possibly find out how far one can go. And that's T.S. Eliot. The only barriers to creativity are those you build yourself. Hold on to this thought. You can. And if you're brave enough, you will. All right, this is the last one. If in doubt, doodle. To have a really good idea, you need to have lots of ideas to choose from and write them down. They have a class on YouTube? Oh, okay. Originality doesn't mean saying what no one has ever said before. It just means speaking with a voice that no one has heard before. Yours. There we go. There are our notes, and I'll put a Post-it note in here for the next week. So I hope y'all got some inspiration off of that. Let's see. Oh, I'm so excited about Janet. Were you here when I flipped open this book and there's a whole bunch of Janet in here? Did you see that? Janet and Jim and Janet's stories. And it's just kind of like what was it, Jill? What were those readers called? The readers. Jill, was it Jill? Not Jack and Jill, but what were the name of those readers? Hi, Jeff. Well, anyway, this one seems to be Janet and Jim. And I can't wait to cut this up and make some zine, make a Janet zine. Dick and Jane. Thank you. Yeah. It's like the Dick and Jane books, but this one is Janet and Jim. It's just so, I don't know. It's so like coinky dink. So yeah. All right. So then this is the one we've been working out of. This one, and I've got three of them. I think there's another one called 365 Days of Drawing. The 365 Days of Art is the one we've been working out of. And then this one's fairly new. I haven't done hardly anything out of the 365 Days of Art Nature. And this one, Beth Schuler has been working out of for some months, the 365 Days of Creativity. So I haven't worked out of this one because Beth Schuler's working out of this one. So I've just been working out of that one mostly. And then I showed y'all last week that I got Minnie Small's new book. Minnie Small, if y'all don't follow Minnie Small on YouTube. And this is, I don't know if it's her first book, but it's a 30-day sketchbook project. And there's all kinds of different sketchbook ideas to work on for a month. And she gives you a challenge, an exercise, and a prompt. And then she shows something out of her sketchbook. So this is brand new. And so if you don't follow Minnie Small, go find her YouTube channel. Or one of the girls can put in a link. Okay. Let's see. What did Janet say? Learn human 24/7. Okay. All right. Thank you, 7. I don't know if I have time for it right now. Maybe in the new year. DDC brush, DDC's paint, DD paint. Good one, Jeff. Did you see, Jeff? We got some new man cards. Marsha's sending me some too. These are from Frank, Salazar Nation. So y'all can, you guys, when I start talking Barbie, you can be assured. I'm sorry. I think it's fun and funny. Not anybody get offended. If you get offended, you know what I say. Don't email me. Okay, so let's see here. I don't know. I'm not picking from either one. If I pick from this one, I will write the day, because I'm not going in any order. Like here, this one, we did this little cat or one similar. And then I'll write that down. And if it's out of the nature book, I'll write nature. Otherwise, I just write the day. So I don't know. Do y'all want to paint some leaves? It's just opened up at the leaves. There's probably some in this one too. Let's see if we can find some leaves in this one. Here's a leaf right here. So we got some leaves. How about we do a little bit of watercolor leaves? Now, when I say watercolor leaves, just FYI, let me put some clips on these. Just FYI, this is just copy paper. We just been working on copy paper and a cheap notebook just so they're for ideas. This is not to make paintings, okay? Jeff. Oh my gosh, he hosts a special showing of new Ken movie. Oh my gosh. Well, I am going to do, and one of y'all, I wrote it down, so I don't remember who said it, but I wrote it down in my book. I'm going to do a Ken doll, and it's going to be Obi-Wan Kenobi. I forget which one of y'all said that. I wrote it down. So, okay, so we started this book, and this wasn't really something out of these, but it was just a notebook that I had that I wrote these in. So we started out with some color, okay, and the name of the colors, the name of this was called Sand Ridge. So we first picked about six ones, yeah, six things, main things, main topics off of the color. So this is a color mind map, and you can do this with any color, and you can make your own color names. These just happen to be the colors of the paints. And so we just wrote down the names of the paints and started from there. Sandridge. So then we all did this together. This was a group thing. You like that, Faithfulness? And by the way, Faithfulness, I hope you are doing better. I didn't see your answer to the question if you're feeling better, but I hope you are. Then sandpiper, sandbox, beach, desert, a 4x4 truck, and a sandcastle. Those were the original like 6 ideas that we came up with off of the color. And then we branched off of those. So then what you can do in a mind map like this to get generating some ideas. So you get your 6 main ideas, and then you break those off like under the 4x4 truck, tires, mud, roll bar, music, tracks. Everybody just kind of pitched in. Sandcastle, a drawbridge, a tower, a moat, a flag, a princess, just whatever. And then what you do is you pick one or you don't have to pick 6, but whatever. Pick one from each of those subgroups and combine them. Like I'm just going to randomly name one out of each group, and you'll see what I mean. Well, I can write it down. Let me get a piece. So let me get a Sharpie, because Sharpies show up on camera. That's why I always use these on camera. Don't touch my truck, princess. There you go, Posh. You're getting it. So you can make story ideas, zines, or you can do a cartoon. You could do a one card, just one, using the 6 ideas and to make it into one thing or multiple things. It's all about the ideas, people. Okay, so I'm just going to pick one from each of these. All right, so from tracks, I'm going to pick music. I'm just going to pick one. Tower from the sandcastle. Sandpiper, I'll pick nest. Sandbox, we'll pick playground. Beach, let's go with umbrella. And desert, let's do oasis. All right, so now you have 6 words. Now you don't have to use them all, but just writing them down and imagining them, you could do a little sketch. Just, you're not sure what you want to do. You could do a little nest, maybe the umbrella. Maybe there's a little umbrella over a little bird. Maybe he's playing some kind of musical instrument. You got music floating around, and this is a little nest. I mean, you see what I'm saying? You smell what I'm stepping in? You just get all kinds of ideas. But the problem with what people do is they'll overthink it. They'll overthink, oh, well, a bird with a nest playing a musical instrument with an umbrella. What they don't let themselves play with the ideas, right? So if you start with some mind maps that you can flip through, and again, here's the colors that we made. These are all the colors that we made a mind map out of, and some of them went further along than others. But it's to give you ideas and generate ideas, because everybody, I don't have an imagination. Well, you do, but you just don't write it down. I tell people, can you see in your head, when I say red apple, do you see a red apple? I say green apple. Do you see a Granny Smith? Everybody has an imagination. Imagination is just the pictures in your head. That's what it is. It's the pictures in your head. If you did not have an imagination, you could not come out of the grocery store and find your car. You'd have no idea where it was if you couldn't picture it. It's just picturing things. But people overcomplicate it. They make it like, oh, I can't do that. I have no imagination. I find that the most, and this is why I'm big on a Society of Idea Collector notebook and writing things down. If you write things down, you always have an imagination, right? because you have things written down. Most people don't take the time to write things down, and that's a problem. They're lazy. Well, let's just be honest. If you're not writing things down to keep an imagination, you just either don't take the time, and I know people go, I don't have the time. Well, then you're not going to have the visuals if you don't write it down. If you want the visuals bad enough, if you want those pictures, that imagination, you will write it down if you want it bad enough. Or is that badly enough? Okay, so then here's another thing. Then we broke this down even further. Then I wrote down each of the items. This is just to make it into a list to make it easier to read. So this is the same thing as this. It's just written down neater. So like here's desert, and I wrote everything down. The truck, the sandcastle, and I just made it into a little list form because it's easier to kind of read this. And then you can sit here and you can just, you can say, okay, I want music and a nest, and you can kind of go across. You can pick one of each. You can number them. Like, let's just say you pick the number 3. So let's go to number 3. Oasis, a shovel and a pail, music, worms, tower, and umbrella. That's what number 3 is in each of the lists. So just write those 6 down, which is kind of almost some of the ones that I already wrote down just by accident. Okay, then let's say you pick number 6. Dry, kids, roll bar, eggs, princess, and sunglasses. And, things might not just pop into your head all at once. Of course, you're going to imagine those things that I just said. You're going to imagine that picture. You're going to imagine the kids and eggs and sunglasses. You're going to imagine that. But then if you write those things down that appear in your imagination and combine them to make your story, okay? Well, and I know, a lot of people, and there's different stages in your life if you have 5 little kids running around you're taking care of, I would recommend having some Post-it notes and a pen. This alone will keep you sane. Or maybe a smaller pen. If you have a lot of kids and you're busy, or if you have a high pressure job and you just don't have time to do anything, of course you could keep a little notebook. Let's be honest. You could keep a little mini comp book or a little tiny sketchbook and just write your ideas down. Even writing your ideas down throughout a busy day will keep you inspired. You know that right now you can't get to it. You got to take care of the kids. You got to get them to school. You got to run into this soccer game or that ballet class, or you got a high pressure job. You go to work at 9, you don't get home till 9, whatever. But you can do this. Everybody can do this, whether it's on a Post-it note or a little book, right? And as you write down the ideas that come to you, you're getting them down on paper and knowing in the back of your mind, someday I'll get to that. Right now, I don't have time. Today, I don't have time, but I have time to capture the ideas. Capture those ideas like a butterfly in a park. Let me go back to my Barbie photography. Capture them like a butterfly in a park. And write them down. Okay? Yes, an orange mini sticker can keep you safe on the way to Walmart. I love that, Rachel. So anyway, like I said, a little mini comp book, a sketchbook, whatever you can keep handy. Because I write more ideas on Post-it notes originally before they get into any book, and then I either slap them in the book or transfer the notes over to a book, and keep the ideas, keeps it flowing. But if you don't write it down, I cannot repeat that enough. And I just read those 4 books on Disney Imagineers. Every one of them talk about the main thing to do is you have to write it down. You got to write it down, regardless of what the idea is. So pick up kids in school driveway. Yeah. I remember when Packer died, when her kids were younger and in school, she would go to the, in the pickup line, and she'd have her little, she'd have her little pouch of something in her sketchbook, and while she was sitting in the pickup line, she would work on that, on something. But the point is to write down the ideas. Okay, Tina, write down your ideas. Okay, so then here's another way we did them out this way. Some people like lists like this. I like mind maps and lists, but you could write them out this way and recombine them in multiple ways. Here's where I did a cactus, tires, flag, flip-flops, tracks, and a bathing suit. And what I came up with, I said, you've seen how people take those tires, like especially out in desert. Well, they used to. Maybe it's like, I don't know, maybe people don't do this anymore, but I used to see it like in Texas and San Antonio. Maybe CB, you can tell me, do people still take those tires and make gardens out of them? But I just thought this would be the big tires, the rubber tires, and then make gardens out of them. Well, what would be cool is to take the little like wagon wheel tires or little tires and put one cactus in it, a little mini cactus garden in those little tires. I thought that was a great idea. Maybe somebody's thought of it before, but I've not seen it, so I wrote it down. So it's just one of those little sketches. So then here's more colors. Like this one was, the color was called Daylight. And so we got sun, breakfast, light bulb, coffee, alarm clock, and dawn. And then we broke out multiples off of that, and then you can recombine them. So, we just did a whole bunch of colors. We got the main things. I didn't break them out any further because we didn't have time that day. But I've always got those. Anytime do I need an idea with green? Well, here we go. There's green moss. Deep moss is the name of that color. And then the rest of this book is just pages out of these little inspiration, these little 365 days of nature art and 365 days of art. And they're real simple little things to do. And they're quick little ideas. So we just kind of play with those just to be kind of inspired. Some still do, but not as many. I just remember it growing up, those big tires, and they'd have flowers growing out of them and stuff, CB in Texas. So I just thought a little desk cactus in one of those little tires would be cute. But, let's brighten this up just a little. Got a little dark. Okay, so again, this was from day 6. This was from day 11. Some more little faces. This is day 25. I'm not going in any kind of order, but I'm trying to write the day that we picked the idea from. Yes, I know I spelled the word plastic wrong. Everybody tells it, you spelled the word plastic wrong. It's okay. We're good. And I know the title of this video is Doodle. I know I just put 2 O's instead of a U. I will fix it. Here's some little, these were just some quick little splotches of paint, watercolor paint. That's what we've been using mostly, just some little watercolor sets. Here, let me see. And then I pulled a little bigger set, so I had a little bit more colors. So I got this watercolor set out. And I don't even know which watercolors are which, other than that row that's like a little drop down there in the center. That is my Daniel Smith colors that I got, and I have a whole set. I mean, I've squeezed out a box of those colors, but I wanted them some in this set too. The Daniel Smith set that I'm trying to think of her name, Roxanne by Bun showed, and I go, oh, gotta have those, Roxanne. So anyway, check out painting too. Check out painting. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be checking out painting. Janet. Hi, Jane. So Yeah, we did some little bottles that we turned into robots. Tree full of birds. Some cats. Some planters, some pots. In the video title, check out painting too. I'm sorry, Janet. Totally that's going over my head. Oh, did I spell painting wrong too? Is that what you're saying? I spelled journal and painting wrong? Is that what you're trying to say? Okay. Painting in art journals. Okay. I see it now, Janet. Sorry, I was just not thinking of the title. I will fix it. We are not painting in art journals. So anyway, but things like this will give you ideas. You know, you don't have to use these exact, these exact things out of the books, but it gets you inspired. Hi, Jasper. I see it now, Janet. I see it right up there. Painting in art journals. JOO. And then here we did some little trees, and I used some stickers just to show you can combine other things, And Julie, what did Julie say? The ever elusive North American flying forest fish. Oh my gosh. I should write down what was it Rachel said back here? What did she say? I should write that down. She said something. No, I can't find it now. So, hi, Barb. Yeah, we're starting to call them journals. Okay, then this is what we did last week. We did a little shading and throwing shade. How you can shade with different things, with hash, cross-hatching, scribbles, pointillism dots, mossy looking scribbles, and then this just regular shading with pencil. And then we did that. We worked on the tombow, which I noticed somebody caught it after the fact, and I didn't catch. I go back and scrub through my chat, just to mostly I go scrub through my chat to make sure that I don't miss new people. But I do see things. I do see what y'all tell me. And somebody was making sure that I knew that this was a tombow. So there we go. All right. Hey, Zippy. Oh, wait, Zippy's here. Wait. Zippy doesn't need a man card. Hopster was asking about you the other day. I was looking through my some of my artwork, and the Invisible Man came up, and Hopster goes, "Has Zippy been in lately? How's Zippy? Is Zippy okay?" I said, "Zippy's still around." I showed him a couple of your little quick 1-minute videos, Zippy. Love those. They're so hilarious. Wait, let me go over to Zippy. Hang on. I got to go to Zippy the Unicorn. Let me go over here on my phone. It's the little things in life, right, Leona? Oh, my gosh. Yeah, Zippy the Unicorn. That's why you're here, Posh? Yeah. I love Zippy the Unicorn. Let me see if I can find. Let me go over here to his videos. I'll try to find the one where he put me on one. There it is. Okay, here we go. No, they're these right here on my fan art. They're all on my Instagram, though.
No, but you should put these together as a book.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, and so
those are fantastic. You really should do something with those.
Yeah,
I'm not just saying that.
I know you're thank you, Zip. You're fine. But I wanted to show everybody that I did.
That's the acceptance of a compliment where it's like, yeah, but I'm not going to do it. That's the way you said that.
Zippy again.
So Zippy's a hoot. Zippy is a hoot. I'll tell Hubster you stopped by because he was asking about you, Zippy. I got it at Hobby Lobby. I don't know if they have them anymore. If you can't find one, I'll send you this one if you want. Because, you know, you'd probably get more out of it than me, but yeah. Okay, so we are going on to painting some leaves for a few minutes, about 15 minutes. Zippy's a hoot, I'm telling you. Okay, so yeah, I got these paints out, and we'll just I'm just going to kind of water them down so we can use whatever color we want. Just kind of moisten them. Zippy's trying to get me to make a book. Faithfulness. All right, so let's see. Let's maybe just do these. Let's just do these leaves here first. And again, these are these inspiration books. Well, you know, we can go out in the yard and get a leaf. I just want to show y'all just some inspiration so y'all don't there's no excuse. That's what I'm trying to say. But, you know, of course, I give my excuses to Zippy. Denise always teases me about my closet full of art. But I do. Now, let's be honest here. I do portrait, pet and people portrait commissions. It's not like I don't do anything with my art. Plus, I do all this for you guys. So, yeah. It's not like I don't do anything with my art, Zippy. Zippy. All right, let me put some water in a little something here. Let's get a little. I gotta find something clean, or Janet will be yelling at me. What do I have here that's clean? Oh, there we go. That one's clean. Something to put some water in. Thank you, Tina. All right, so let's see here. Let's pick some mossy green here. Some kind of gray, a little bit of mossy green, maybe a little bit of the yellow. There we go. That looks good. I feel like my teacher's yelling at me. I get the teacher voice. I do get the teacher voice, Zippy. All right, so we're going to just start with, we're just going to start with some leaves, and then we can go in and detail them with other colors. Oh my gosh. Zippy is a hoot. You got to love a funny unicorn. Just saying. Let me put a little more water. So we'll just do a couple little leaves, see what kind of detail we can add. But my point of these is, look, anybody can do this. Even a unicorn with hooves could do that. Okay, let's see. I was yelling at you, yes. That's okay. Janet comes on at 1. We'll go over to her house and yell at her over there. So, all right. So, and again, this is just copy paper. It's just about, this is all about the ideas. All right, let's dry this. That's true, Marsh. Oh, and Zippy, you'll love this. Marsh came in one day, and I started talking about, let me find one here. I started talking about some of my Barbie photography, right? Here's one of the robes that I made for Barbie. I started talking about my Barbie photography, and Marsh said, am I gonna lose my man card? Zippy will love this. Marsh goes, am I going to lose my man card? So he and Frank both are making me man cards. Bam! Bam! So I can throw down man cards whenever it gets too girly. And I got some coming from Marsh. That'll probably be at my post office box today. I love my man cards. That's just too funny. So anyway, so yeah, I've been having fun with that. Okay, so now I'm going to get just a darker green. And let's just put a little bit of a stem in there. So good, Marsh. That was so good. Okay, let's see. Let's put a little bit of. Actually, they were kicked out of the guild. The unicorns were kicked out of the guild. Sad story. My eyes are watering. Okay, let me. Now I want to get a little bit of I can do a couple different things. I'm going to just get a floppy brush so I can just like kind of throw down some. Can you see how it's got some little flecks of brown in there? So I'm going to just get a little bit of sienna here. Let's get it really wet. So instead of painting every single little spot that's starting to decay, we can just do this. Start. Oh, you guys just make me laugh so much. Okay, so, and then, look, I got these pears. Let's go if we cut out a pear or two. And then when it's dry, you could go in here and shade it some more. But, it's kind of still kind of wet to do it. But we can get a little bit more mossy green, a little grayer here. And do some more. Oh, too much. I gotta water it down. Kind of do some. I hope you've been doing all right, Zippy. Now that you're, I don't say you're half banned off, but everybody Zippy hangs out with gets banned. Not everybody. I haven't got banned yet, Zippy. People just don't have a sense of humor anymore, do they? All right, so there we go. And then maybe a pear. Just to give the idea, you can do some painting, some collaging, some mixed media. Partridge in a pear tree. So this was just an idea from page 217. Okay. And this is from the nature one. So let's just stick this down. Are y'all feeding the? Don't feed the unicorns. Telling you, you're going to feed the unicorns. I don't know what you're getting into. Y'all better be careful. You don't know what kind of trouble you can get into with a unicorn. Okay, so there we go. So you get the idea. That's probably all we'll do today. I was going to draw some more leaves, but So these books are really good for just, quick ideas. Just, you know, you don't know what you can't think of something to do. You can flip through this book and something will pop out at you, whether it's something that something will pop out at you, whether it's something you want to do or just get inspired by. Okay, guys, I guess we will head out. Does anybody have any questions, comments? It's good to see everybody that came in. Don't forget, just make you some mind maps and some lists. And I am so excited about my ideas that I have for my new Ink Sea-tober. All right. Tell Hubster that I hope that he is well. I hope that his credit card bill has come right. Zippy. Oh my gosh. He's well. Thank you, Zippy. Okay, I guess I'll head out. Don't forget, Janet comes on in about an hour. And hope y'all had some fun. Thank you, Rachel. I hope y'all had some fun, some inspiration, some smiles, some laughs on a Monday. It is Monday, right? Yeah, it is Monday. And we will see you later. Thanks, everybody, for coming in. And thank you. Hi, Joan, and thank you. So thank you, Pacola. So y'all have a blessed day. Thank you, Debbie Bruce, for my new pen that I'm going to have to practice with. Looks like a unicorn horn. Thank you, Debbie. That was very thoughtful of you. So I appreciate that so much. All right, guys. We will talk to you later. Have a blessed day, guys. Bye.